everything I see. We have autopilot. But... Oh no! Oh no. Vital, critical, ship hull breached. What? Can we get... Whoa! Okay. Half my ship is gone. More than half my ship. Where is the rest of my ship? I've lost my spaceship. Guys. Guys. The front of my spaceship just drifted off. I don't even know where the back of my spaceship is. We have... Houston, we have a problem. Bearing in mind that my cultists are named after all of you guys, I get to watch you all dance around naked and then pick my favorite dancer, my favorite naked dancer. This could not be better. Okay, across. I mistimed it. I mistimed the jump. Shh, that did not happen. Just, you didn't see that. No one saw that. Come on, man versus bear. Man versus bear. Alpha male. Come on. Come on. Come on. Die. I'm sorry, Bear.
I'm sorry.
Oh, we did it.
Such a majestic creature.
I'm panting.
But this new world will make murderers of us all.
It really will. What?
Huh. No flyer for a town meeting of some kind. Looks like the town's not too far from here. If
Okay.
did pass through, he might have ended up there.
That's... Oh! That was brilliant timing. We answered the phone, we had a phone conversation, and we're... Oh, look, there's a town meeting. Death. This is nice. We could make a home here. We could settle down in Appalachia, build a new world, and just be, you know? Just forget the modern world. Forget it. Let it be in the past. And just revel in this beautiful, destroyed landscape. And make the most of it. Be free of humans and laws and all of it. Let's just be in this wilderness. Okay? Let's do that.
Why do you trespass?
We're looking for a man named Rurelian? Rurelion. It turns out pervs exist everywhere in the universe. Pervs exist everywhere in the universe. Woohoo! We are not alone. We are not alone, people. Oh, but yay! I can see without a torch! Yay! We have daylight! We have daylight. We can see. This is amazing. The sun
Ooh.
is
Oh,
glorious.
hello. You
Bask
heard
in
that
it.
one.
Just revel in the sunshine.
Hello, everyone. Happy... whatever day is it? What day is it? It is Thursday, and we are back again with a vengeance, everyone. Welcome in. I hope everyone is good. It has been a few days since I was last live because, you know, it's been a crazy week. But I'm really, really happy to be back with you all as I push a million buttons in the background and, you know, just like hope that everything is fine. It's good to see you all again. Thank you so much. Excited to be back with you. I hope everyone is feeling well. Today we're going to be doing some different things through the day. We will still probably visit some of our classic games, but today is a very special part of a very special week, guys, because the Games Aid Steam sale is on, and if you weren't aware of Games Aid, I spoke about them in one of my podcast episodes that we did a little while ago. I spoke to Mikey from Games Aid, learning all about that charity, and so there is a Steam sale going on where you can purchase games, discounted games from various studios that are putting them offer, and then putting them up for offer and putting a load of proceeds to charity. So we're going to investigate that today, among other things. I am just going to make sure that my chat window is working fine. I think it is. And put hello. Make sure that that's working for you. It is. It is. So welcome in, peeps. It's so good to see you. Mikey, hello. I'm gonna presume that Games Aid is Mikey. That's what I'm gonna presume. But it might be someone else behind the scenes. It could be another magic person over there. Hello, it is Mikey. I got it. Hey, we're just a little late getting started today. Sadly, I had to go for another B12 injection today. Everyone, getting stabbed in my shoulder because I'm getting old and I'm getting unhealthy, and that's what happens. So that's what's been happening in my world. But I hope everyone is good. I'm excited for the day. Obviously, recently we have been playing a lot of Souls games on my channel. But we also do like to check in on various good causes from time to time. So we're going to be doing that across the day. I'm very excited. Good to see you, Mikey. How are you doing? How's the week going? How is the week going? How's it been so far? I'm sure there's a lot going on. And I'm a little behind the times because we have been a bit unhealthy. But it's awesome. NASA, welcome in. How's it going, NASA? Welcome into the stream. Good to see you. Happy Thursday. Welcome in, everyone. I had my hair cut, guys. I had my hair cut. It's not the best, but it's better than it was. It's tidier than it was. Drew, welcome in. Good to see you with the little bunny thing. First on YouTube, NASA. Go you. Go you. Plus, we'll be testing out my system today, because I normally not that the games we're playing are luckily quite, like, how should we put it, probably not very system intensive, because they're nice small Steam games, and I normally stream from my PS5 through my PlayStation using a capture card. So I'm going to be doing a different setup today, because we'll be doing one terminal playing game. I don't use to my other terminal is connected to my PlayStation 5. So everything will be running off one. So it'll be quite unique, Mikey. Doing this for you and Games Aid. Put myself outside of my comfort barrier. Comfort blanket thing? Area? Border? Zone? To do things in a different way so that we can touch on some of these games. Who does my haircut? It is just a... Because you live very far from me, I think, NASA, in a different part of the world. It's just a local hairdresser. Nothing spectacular. Did I see Lou? I saw them in the building, Drew, but I didn't... that was not the person who did my hair. But I spoke to her and said hello, because I'm polite like that. I didn't ignore her. I didn't ignore the lady called Lou. Thank you, everyone. So, guys, while I'm busy chattering away and doing all of that jazz, let me just say, if we go to my desktop screen and hope I didn't leave anything. In fact, I'm going to minimize this for a second. Ah, that's loud. Right, let's bring the browser guys up, because I've pinned it in Twitch, and if you're on YouTube, it is in the description of the video, that there is all sorts of things happening this week on behalf of Games Aid, which is an amazing organization, and they do stuff to do with raising... I'm going to butcher this, Mikey, but it's the way I do things. Basically, Games Aid, it does what it says on the tin. And in fact, I've got a whole podcast episode that you can go and check out. I need to link that in the description as well. That would be smart. Where we talk about what they do. But basically, using games as a medium for gathering goodness, which you know I'm all about because I even do a podcast about it, where we use games to kind of funnel people together and fundraise and make the world a better place. And so they are returning the favor though by getting loads of people to chip in with a Steam sale where you can get loads of discounted goodies. Drew in chat, I know particularly, has a Steam Deck. You've got no excuses, Drew. You have a Steam Deck. You can get on this bad boy right now. NASA and anyone else out there that has a Steam Deck or just plays games on PC and all of that jazz, you can dive in and get discounted games, knowing that the proceeds from all these purchases goes to Games Aid. And that's the thing. And then money goes to a multitude of charities. Not just one, a whole plethora of charities, guys, because we like the word plethora, so we're going to use that word a lot. A plethora of charities from your Steam Deck purchases or wherever you play Steam. Maybe you have a Steam machine. Does anyone still have one of those? I know they're doing a new one. I don't know if they have the old one still. But the things that you play Steam on, that's what you do it on. Or even if you don't have a Steam Deck yet, but you know you're going to get one, then get them now while it's cheap, and then do the thing and feel good, because there's money going to all sorts of good causes, which is amazing. In fact, let's check out the Games Aid website while we're here, because we should do that. Because remind me, Mikey, is it on your current page? In fact, it's in Discord. I know it's in Discord. Which charities is it this year? I'm a bad person. And charities for the year. It's right there. Look at that. I did a thing. AFK, Action for Kids, Autistica, Rays of Sunshine, and Solving Kids Cancer. Kids Cancer is this year's chosen charities for Games Aid, because every year they change, and the people, you people out there, get to help celebrate, choose the charities that Games Aid focuses on each year, and these are the charities focused on this year. Cat, welcome in. Good to see you. So this is where the money from the purchases on that Steam sale go to all of these different organizations this year. So grab the link from the video description or grab it from the pin thing on Twitch and go and check out the Steam sale and check out all of the goodies. So as part of this, guys, for this morning, I am going to be diving into one of these games, a little bit different from what we're doing. And NASA, in answer to your earlier question, apologies, Black Myth Wukong is definitely on my hit list for the future. You know it is. But we need to finish Elden Ring before I can even think about what's next. So that, I'm afraid, is going to be down the line somewhere, because you know me and these slow playthroughs. We take our time. It's going to take a while to get there. So I have been lucky enough to obtain a couple of these so that we can see some of the stuff that is going into the Steam sale, or is either already in this sale or going to be in this sale in the coming days, so that you can experience some of the joys. And me being me, I picked a couple of kooky looking ones, because you know me, I'm kooky like that. I picked the Crimson Diamond because it's an old school style point and click adventure, which I'm like, this looks really interesting. At risk of offending people with what's going on in the state of the world right now, I also picked Not Tonight 2. I know at least one or two of you out there have played the first one. Did anyone play this or the first one, the second or the first? Because this is very, very apt, I'm afraid, with what's happening. But maybe that's a good thing that we face this using Not Tonight 2. And what was the other one I picked? I picked out Highland Tale. Highland Tale was the other one, which is somewhere in this list, I am sure. There it is. Highland Song. That's the other one. So we've got a few things that I can check out today as part of this adventure. But I might pick up with the Crimson Diamond, because it is it looks kind of old school and retro, and I believe, and I've gone in blind, guys, because I haven't tested them beforehand. Like I've downloaded them, and I'm not that off my game. They're downloaded, but I haven't even dived into them yet. I have just waited for you guys because I wanted it to be authentic and real. You know, I waited for you because that's how much I care. Drew says Highland Song is lovely. I haven't played the others. Ooh, you've played Highland Song. Maybe I should go to that one first so that you can experience. You can see me vicariously live through it and suffer. But no, I've picked Crimson Diamond first. Fascist regime for the win. It is a fab collection of games, Mikey. It is. It really is. And where are we? So, follow amateur geologist and reluctant detective Nancy Maple to the ghost town of Crimson, Ontario, to investigate the discovery of a massive diamond in this retro-inspired EGA text parser mystery adventure. Ah! So yeah, that's exciting. What was I doing, guys? What was I doing? I was doing this. Right. In answer to your question, statement, Kat, apologies. Thank you. I had a lovely birthday. I did meet Melania on my birthday. It was absolutely terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. So she's a scary lady. She is a very scary lady. We may not meet her again for a while because she was really scary. But we shall see. And there was something else I was going to say, guys, but it totally blew my mind as to what it was. It may come back to me. Oh yeah, and there's like 2 or 3 more music reactions up on my music reaction channel, guys, since I last spoke to you all. So you've got all of that stuff to enjoy when I'm not here as well. We are, of course, live on both YouTube and Twitch. And yeah, we'll be in other places soon as well, because that's what it's all about. And thank heavens, guys. Thank heavens. Can we just say thank heavens for the fact that Twitch finally decided that everyone could happily show multi-chat on their streams without kicking everyone off Twitch? Can we just praise be? Because I was doing it anyway, but like, thank heavens. Thank heavens, that's so much easier than having stress about it. All right, I think I should play a game. But yes, I'm 46 now, guys. 46. Did I hear about the Elden Ring movie? I did not. Talk to me, NASA. Bring me all the Elden Ring knowledge, please. I am Mikey, it's true. It's true. Right, this game is... Let's check. Da-da-dun, do-do-do. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Right. It'll be directed by the guy who did 28 Years Later. Wait. You mean, what's his face? Danny Boyle. Danny Boyle's going to direct the Elden Ring movie. Is that... Seriously? By the way, let me know about the sound level on this game, guys, because the first time it's put it on. So for all I know, that could be deafening you, or that could be fine. And indeed, if you can hear it, that would also be very helpful. Oh, the guy who wrote... Oh, the guy who wrote it, not the guy who directed it. Because obviously it was written... sorry, it was directed by Danny Boyle. Alex Garland. Right, okay. I should change my category now that I'm not in just chatting. Let me just do that, do that. Let me just do that. If we can, oh yeah, oh yeah. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Did you guys get the sound to that, by the way? When I know the sound's not on for it now, but a moment ago, that'd be very helpful to know. Like now. So we're going to check out the tutorial. And it would be helpful, guys, to know if you were actually getting the sound from that, because the music's quite beautiful. It's quite old school. And I'm eating Haribo to celebrate the fact that we have Haribo. No other reason. That's it. Birthday Haribo. This is the tutorial room. My name's Nancy Maple. Thanks, Mikey. I hope so too. That's why I picked it, because I used to love growing up with a lot of old school, like, point and click and typing adventures and stuff like that. And Monkey Island and Grim Fandango and all that kind of stuff. Really, really, really did enjoy all of that. And guys, if no one tells me soon that they can hear the game, then soon I will just have to go to my phone and check myself. Because I'm having a moment of, it tells me you should be hearing it. But it's nice to know. It's nice to know. Also, guys, can we get a shout out for my amazing football team, Wolverhampton Wanderers, who actually managed to win 2 games in 7 days? Can you believe it? Who would have thunk, right? Who would have thunk it? And not only that, but teams like way up the table. Absolutely astonishing. Absolutely astonishing. This music is actually quite lovely. You're making me do it. You're making me go to check. You can hear the game. That makes me happy. All right. So something a little bit different today, guys, which is probably going to be confusing for some if they come in late. But we will do more of some regular things later, including some of the daily games, Scran, Challenge, Guess the Movie, all that kind of stuff. That was a really bad time to put a gummy bear thing in my mouth. I'm so sorry. Right. Welcome to the tutorial room. Thank you very much. Well, I've lost my mouse. I've lost my mouse, guys. Let's get it back. Let's get it back. Bring me my mouse back. I'll be showing you some of the basics of playing a text parser adventure game. Follow the text prompts at the bottom of the screen to progress through the tutorial. When you first enter a room, it's useful to start by typing look. Just start typing on your keyboard as you normally would. Okay. Okay. Look. When you type look in a room, the game will describe important features. We are going old school. You see a cupboard and a green door. The game will also list the other characters in the room. Jack is here, everyone! Jack! Type look Jack to learn more about him. Oh, amazing! Oh, wait. Oh, I didn't even finish typing it. They did. Oh, well. You can't use okay. Alright, thank you. Look Jack. Jack is a tall, lean man with a shiny, bald head. He is Mr. Richard's employee and is in charge of the cooking, cleaning, gardening, and myriad of other tasks the lodge might require. He's weary, but still seems to be in decent spirits. Jack is somewhere in his 40s. It's like I'm looking in a mirror, guys, except I'm not bald. Jack is here to help with the tutorial. Thanks, Jack. How do you do? Oh, we're in voice territory, guys. Looking at characters at different points in the game may give you additional information. Okay. Try to talk to Jack and see what he has to say. Talk to Jack. Hello, Jack. My name's Nancy Maple. Nice to meet you, Nancy. Thanks. It's a skill. Not many people have it. Some might say I don't have it. But we will. You can ask me about this tutorial. Type ask Jack about the tutorial. Okay. Ask about tutorial will also work. Okay. Ask about... I need a better keyboard, guys. Ask about tutorial. It's also going to test my spelling. The default movement method is click to walk, shown by the 2 footprint icon. Okay, amazing. The blue in the upper left corner of the icon indicates what the target spot is. Or you can use the arrow keys to move around the screen. Probably going to use the arrow keys. You can also ask me about my inventory. Very personal, isn't it? Asking someone about their inventory. Hi, could you tell me about your inventory? We just met, but I'm really want to know what you've got in your pockets. Ask Jack. I wonder if that works. You know, this is where you try and break the game. Ask Jack about what is in his pockets. Let's see if it will actually recognize that. Oh, I mistyped. I can't ask Jack. I can ask Jack about what is in... I'm trying to break the tutorial, guys. Is in his pockets. Sorry, miss. Sorry, miss. You can't ask me about that in the tutorial room. How dare you, Jack? Denied. Denied. All right. Ask Jack. Ask Jack about inventory. How are you, Kat? How are you doing? Are you lurking and working today? What are you up to? What's everyone doing? I know it's a bit rude. You can access your inventory by typing inv or I into the text parser. Okay, or you can press tab. The cursor will change to an I. Click the I on the items in your inventory to look at them. An issue of the Toronto Eye from a few weeks ago. Click on the grey loop icon at the bottom of the inventory window. The cursor will become a loop. A loop. A loupe? A loop? What is that word? Loop? You can examine some of your inventory items more closely using the loop. Loupe? I know a lot of words. I'm actually struggling for that one. Is it like a magnifying glass on a necklace? A loupe? Oh, is it the thing you use to examine jewels? Is that what that is? That, like, monocle but with a magnifier in it? A loupe? Loupe? We need to learn the pronunciation of this. It's very important. You admire the minute dots that comprise the newspaper photograph of a round cut diamond. Comprise the newspaper photo. The natural diamond described in the article would be an octahedron, not a faceted specimen. What an embarrassing inaccuracy. I'm really glad I learned to read, guys, because this is very important right now. You can close the inventory window by pressing tab, the escape key, or enter. You can also examine objects in a room using the loop. Okay. Pause. This is very, very important at this moment in time, guys. We need to learn. This is the wrong place. We need to learn about what on earth is a loupe. Loop, and how you pronounce it. Loop. Small magnification device used to see small details more closely. I was right. Okay, so, right. I've seen them. How to pronounce Because I feel like we're going to be saying this a lot. How to pronounce Lupe. Loop. It is just loop. Loop. Okay. Problem solved. So glad I did that. Oh, look. Oh, look, there's on my feed. In fact, you know what? I'm a terrible human being because I need to grab my Twitch link and we'll bung it on Blue Sky. Do, 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 do. So today, guys, Mrs. Ziggy is working from home. So if we're very lucky, she might bring us some food while we're playing, which would be amazing. Because then we could eat and play games and hang out and all of the normal things. This is not me. Go to Twitch. Do 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 do. Do do do. There's me. Right. Because we should be putting it here every time. Every time. Do do do. And remind people, we. Mm-hmm. We're gonna tag. Are you on here? You are on here. Of course you are. Do 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 do. What am I playing, event? I'm playing Crimson. What are we playing? Crimson Diamond. Look, this is like you are watching a pro at work. Can we just appreciate that? Crimson Diamond. Let's put. What else did I say? Oh, a Highland Song. Highland Song. No papers. What did we say? What did we say? That'll do. What else did I say, guys? Look at my library. What did I say? Not tonight, too. You can see I don't play many Steam games, guys. I don't have much in there. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ba-dun, da-dun. Buy games and feel good about it, everyone. We did the thing. We did the thing. And we're live right here. You can go to my Blue Sky and click the button and you can find us there. But you're already here watching me, so why would you do that? Because you'd be in like a parallel universe. So that probably isn't a great idea. But oh well, we did it, guys. We made it, and we learned how to pronounce loop from this game. So yes, welcome. Right, I'm going to return to this lovely thing right here, and we're going to go here. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, we can also examine objects in the room using the loop. Type examine the cupboard to learn more about it. This is actually pretty cool. Examine the cupboard. The cupboard is made of a lovely fine-grained wood, though it's seen better days. Most furniture won't be that interesting to examine. This is just an example. If you're not sure what to do next, you can check your notebook. Try Ask Jack about notebook. You're welcome, Games Aid. That's your official name. The good thing is as well, we get to, through the day, obviously go back at any point and get clips and make some content from all of this goodness, which is the fab thing. Oh, wait, we were asking Jack about the notebook, which you may secretly be doing in the background. I don't know. Not his note back, his notebook. Sorry, miss. You can't ask me about that in the tutorial room. You're currently working on it. Oh my gosh, I've been such a fool. Mikey, I've been talking such nonsense. Right. We can't ask him. What? Wait, did I type the wrong thing again? Ask Jack about notebook. Hey! The notebook can be helpful if you get stuck. I'll tell you what you need to do next to progress through the game. Oh gosh. Be careful, if you simply follow the notebook's prompts, you might miss important details. The notebook will be displayed if you type Note or N. To flip through your notebook pages, click the green up and down tabs or use the arrow keys on your keyboard. I'm going to forget all of this, guys. You're going to need to remind me. You can close the notebook by clicking the X button, the escape key, or enter. Thanks so much, Jack. You can ask me about that cupboard over there. Wait, didn't we do that? Can we get out? To exit the tutorial, type open the door. Oh, open the door. Oh. Okay. Open the door. If you're ready to leave the tutorial, either use the arrow keys to walk toward the door, or click the feet icon. Okay. The room will reset once you leave. Thanks for playing tutorial. No problem. There we go. No, are we not through? Oh. Crimson Diamond! We made it through a tutorial, guys, and we got out of the room. It's like the escape room, but more difficult. Crimson, Ontario, 1914. I didn't realize we were going back in time. Bum bum ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum. Gotta love this music. Press enter to continue. Press escape to skip intro. Enter. Oh, here we go. Things are happening. We got fish. We got fish in a bucket. If it's us. Oh, wow. We found a gem. The Royal Canadian Museum, Toronto, Ontario. Okay. Oh, do I have to press enter? Press enter. There you are, Nancy. Press enter to advance text. Escape to skip intro. Okay. That's it. What we've been waiting for. Far up north, a fisherman found a massive diamond in the belly of a fish. This could be a real boon for our mineralogy exhibit. We need something better than those dilettantes over in geology. I want our exhibit to be the talk of the town. It's too bad that we can't spare anyone to head up to the middle of nowhere, or it's such a long shot. I feel I know where this is going. You could spare me. Oh wait, it's her, not him. Wrong voice, wrong voice. You could spare me? Let me go, Professor Plum. Plumber? Not Professor Plum, that's Cluedo. Let me go, Professor Plumber. It would be perfect if everyone else is busy with the new exhibits. While I've just been learning the filing system, that could wait a day or two, couldn't it? I'm not usually in the habit of sending unsupervised young ladies into less civilized regions. But as luck would have it, the discovery was made near a lodge where I'm sure you could stay while you conduct your fieldwork. You win, Nancy. Get on home, pack your bags, and catch the train up north. Hooray! Thanks so much, Professor. I love this. I love it. If you find something that can make a big splash at the museum, who knows? Maybe the university will finally accept you as a mineralogy student. Good luck, kiddo. I won't let you down. A few hours later. Here's my train. I do kind of like this art style is really cool. The colors, it's really vibrant. This is it, my first time out of the city. I'm going to make the most of this trip. I can't wait to see the rocks of Northern Ontario. Goodbye, big city. Hello, adventure. A few hours later. She's sleeping. Excuse me, is this seat taken? Not at all. Please have a seat. Thanks. Is she going to be suspicious? Is she going to help us? My name is Kimmy Kashiro. Where are you headed? Pleased to meet you. I'm Nancy Maple. I'm bound for a town called Crimson. Oh my, you've got some hours yet. I should know because that's where I'm going. I'm a clerk from the Royal Canadian Museum. My boss sent me to check out the diamond claim up there. I hadn't heard of that discovery. Then again, I don't pay much attention to the news. It's a very strange story. Up by Crimson, a fish swallowed a huge diamond. A fisherman caught it. Sliced it open, and there it was, the spectacular sparkling gem. Can you imagine? I jumped at the chance to investigate. This is my first time out of the city. I couldn't be more excited. Where will you be staying when we get to Crimson? A place called Crimson Lodge. Oh, I'm staying at the Crimson Lodge. I'm a bird watcher. I hear there are nesting colonies of cormorants up there. That's what I want to see. And I wouldn't mind seeing this so is it Sue? Sue? Is that an S? The Sue Locks? While I'm in the area, I'd love to see the big ships up close. Wonderful, we can be travelling companions. Yeah, we're going to team up with a total stranger. I'd very much like that. Oh. We had a very sudden musical transition. You and Kimmy chat amiably for a while. As the day wears on, the rhythm of the train moving over the tracks and the monotony of the scenery lulls you into a deep sleep. The conductor announces, Crimson, this stop. Nancy, it's time to go. Ah, thanks. Oh no, where's my luggage? All the luggage is gone, guys. It's been stolen. It's not here. There's no luggage left at all. My field kit's in there. What am I going to do? The train will be leaving soon. Nancy, we have to leave. Now. Ah! Oh no, guys. We've literally only got the clothes we're wearing. This is like when I went to... I went to we need to come out of this second. I went to Sweden once. I think it was Sweden. And I put my I had my hand luggage with me, which had my skates in. I was doing roller derby at the time, and I had roller skates. And all my important kit, because I was going to a tournament, was in my my hand luggage. So everything else was in the hold. For some reason, after that, I got a bigger bag and I started taking everything in my hand luggage. But basically, my bag got lost, and I spent the entire trip in Sweden either having to buy things or borrow things, because all I had was my skate gear and I had nothing else on me at all. So that was an interesting trip. And they finally got my bag back, the airport. They rang me the day before I was about to go back home. So I literally picked it up at the airport on my way home just to check it back in, and then pick it up back when I got to England. So my bag went on a holiday across Europe. and I didn't get to use it until I got to unpack it at the very end again. So that was great. That was a great time. It was a great time. Those were the days. Those were the days, my friend. Those were the days. I am loving this so far. I'm really curious to how it starts. I think we'll do a little bit more to at least get into the story a little bit and a bit more of the typing. Then, because obviously we want to check out what else is going on in the Steam sale that we're celebrating for Games Aid, then I think we may check out some of the others today before we do a couple of our regular things, because we still need to enjoy all our regular amenities as well, guys, and make sure everyone is still having a great Thursday. Where are we? We were with this young lady. She's lost her bags. Nancy has lost her bags, and it's going to be a very sad day if we don't get our bags back, guys. This one. So let's see. Hello there. Hello. Oh wait, it looks like Poirot. I was about to do a Poirot voice, and my brain just suddenly emptied over what a Poirot voice should be. I think, Mademoiselle, so, hello. I didn't notice you in the train. Isn't that funny? Not really. I was in the first class car. I'm here to see the nesting cormorants. She's telling everyone this. Is that why you're here? Cormorant? Is that a type of rodent? Not really sure that's a good Poirot voice. Excuse me, folks. It's Jack the narrator, everyone. Jack the tutorial dude. But I was sent to pick up just one person from the station tonight, Mr. Albert Resper. A European fellow, I love that he has to tell all of the people on the platform, not just the name of the person he's picking up. It's not like, excuse me, is there a Wesker here, or whatever the name is? Excuse me, is this person here? But no, not just their name. I'm looking for a European fellow who's an expert mineralogist on assignment, hired by the federal government on loan from Antwerp. I'm sure you all need to know this information. I wasn't told he'd be bringing any secretaries, wives, girlfriends. Let's just make assumptions about all of the people on the platform. I'm sorry for the confusion, sir. Jack? I'm sorry for the confusion, Jack, but we don't know this man at all. My name is Nancy Maple, and my friend here is Kimi Kishiro. They are now besties, by the way. I was sent from the Royal Canadian Museum to investigate the diamond claim up by Crimson Lodge. And I'm here to see the nesting cormorants. Kimmy, stop going on about the nesting cormorants. We got it, my word. We're both here to stay at the lodge and go about our business. Do you know which way it is from here? I surely know where it is, because that's where I drove out from. But I'm sorry to tell you, ladies, the lodge has been closed to the public for months. You didn't hear? My boss, Mr. Richards, he's getting on. He's done with the... He's getting on. He's done with the lodging business. All he wants is peace and quiet. But then this whole diamond fiasco started up. Folks are all up in arms. He's not pleased at all, I can tell you. This gentleman is here on the government's orders. Mr. Richards can't do much about that. But you two pesky kids. Well, that's unfortunate, but only you have yourselves to blame for being uninformed. Let's be off, Jack. Good evening, ladies. The thing is, ain't no one's coming by here at this time of night. And the nearest accommodation is the lodge, which is a few hours away by automobile. Even still. Look here, I'll drive you ladies up to the lodge for the night. Tomorrow morning I'll bring you back here so you can catch the train. As it is, Mr. Richards is going to be peeved about hosting unexpected guests. I mean, even more than he is already. His sister's come up from the city to stake her claim. And she brought a lawyer to boot. Come along now. Oh, Poirot's put his bag down. Sure, I'll get this for you. Cheeky mare. Wow. I'm curious how long this intro story is. Sir, your trunks arrived a few days ago. Boy, they are sure heavy. Ah, yes, of course. My, it sure is dark here at night. Lucky for you, I've made this trip many times. Used to be, folks would come here in the summers for recreation. Before my time, settlers came to this area in hopes of building lives for themselves. But once the mines were used up, there wasn't much reason for them to stay. The soil ain't that good. Have you seen any cormorants? Kimmy! Stop it! It's night time! I'm hoping to see some. Yeah, they nest up on the cliffside. Stay away, though. They don't like being disturbed, particularly during nesting season, which happens to be right now. So if you're so wild about birds, I'll let them alone. You do more harm than good. Besides, tomorrow morning I'll be taking you right back to the train station. You won't have any time to go looking for them. Have any other diamonds been found around the lodge? First of all, no way to know if that rock even came from around here. I've lived in this area for years and ain't never seen any diamonds, so I know for a fact that it didn't come from these parts. They say that man cut it out of the belly of a fish. That diamond could have come from anywhere upstream. You folks are wasting your time, sorry to say. Who cares about shiny rocks anyway? No use to anybody. We shall see about that. Your travel-weary companions resist your attempts at chit-chat, thank heavens. It seems that Kimmy and Albert have fallen asleep, although in almost complete darkness it's hard to tell. It's impossible for Jack to hear you from the back seat above the cacophony of the engine, and the automobile over the rough country road. You decide it'd be best not to distract him anyway. Here we are. Wow, it's spectacular. You know what? I almost don't mind having more bodies in the lodge. Feels not so empty. Feels like old times. Make yourself at home while you're here. Thanks, Jack. Welcome to the Crimson Lodge. I'm going to my room. Poirot, you little minx. Miss Kashiro, Miss Maple, your bedroom is upstairs at the end of the hall on the right. The bedroom across the hall from you, that's Mr. Richard's suite. Try to keep out and stay out of his way, won't you? He shares the suite with Margot. She's his lady friend. Lady friend? Hello? I'm in the bedroom right next to yours, along with Mr. Shaw. Oh. Albert demanded the use of my bedroom, so that's where he is. Don't know why he was so insistent, but the customer is always right. Ha. That's the smallest bedroom and wasn't really meant for guests. Nessa's room is across the hall from Albert. I'd stay away from her if I was you. After I get this luggage upstairs, I'm going to start up some supper. Wouldn't do to have you all starve. Why don't you explore the lodge a little? Talk to the other folks. Most important, stay out of my hair. I'm a busy man. He's got no hair. Not literally, of course. Oh, and if you want to shower tonight, use the upstairs bathroom near the stairs. It's very pink, you can't miss it. It's very pink. Wonder if Nat's still here. How many places do I got to set at the table tonight? You and Kimmy head upstairs to your bedroom. You don't have any luggage to unpack, but you hang your hat and coat on the footboard of your bed and consider yourself settled in. Way! I love that. Right, to move Nancy, you can click the feet icon on your target destination, or you can use the arrow keys. Amazing. I should talk to everyone and get to know them a bit before dinner. And your notebook will tell you what you need to do to progress through the game. Talk to everyone in the lodge. Kimmy, Margot, Albert, Nessa, Corvus, Nathan, Evan, and Jack. Type notebook or N when you need to refer to it. And when you have lots of notes, click the arrow buttons or press the arrow keys to scroll through them. Cool. Okay, essential objectives completed. Will be marked with kisses. We like kisses. Type review at any time to check your current goals. Seeing as I've lost my luggage, I don't have much time to amuse myself before dinner. Perhaps if I look around, time will pass a bit faster. Type look into the text parser is a good way to get your bearings. The game is auto-saved. Okay. So if we type look in the thing and see what it says. This is the bedroom you are sharing with Kimmy. A pair of twin beds and matching nightstands are set against the east wall. Kimmy has claimed the bed closest to the fireplace. A clever move on her part, as summer nights are still chilly this far north. A door in the west wall leads back into the upstairs hallway. Kimmy is here. So if we do look, Kimmy Koshiro is a petite Asian lady in her late 30s. She's ruggedly dressed in knickerbockers. I love knickerbockers. Don't know why, that just sounds amazing. She seems shy and doesn't reveal much about herself. During the train ride, you managed to glean that her family emigrated from Japan in the 1870s. Kimmy is writing in her sketchbook with a pen. Right. Oh, hello. So can we, if we go look sketchbook, I wonder if it will tell me what she's writing. You can! You glance at Kimmy's sketchbook and see some written notes and some rough sketches. One of the sketches looks like it could be of a bridge. Ah, my sketches aren't very good. I'm too embarrassed to show them. A note has been added to your notebook. Awesome, guys. This is so... It really is old school retro. Look at my bed. See what it says there. Look at my bed. There are 2 twin beds in this room with matching quilted covers. Your coat and hat are hanging on the footboard of one of the beds. Oh, look out of window. Let's see if that works. Look out of window. The windows offer breathtaking views of the dense forest below. It's dark outside. Nice. Look in the cabinet. Look. Cabinet. The fancy glass-paned curio cabinet is full of fine items. A pair of intricately decorated silver steins catches your eye. Nice, love this. Okay. So, if we go to the door and we can look in the hallway, escape. Oh, this is pretty awesome. Can we click on the door to go? Oh, door, open, door, open, door. Ha. Type help or H to open the help window. There is a list of parser shortcuts to simplify using the parser. Example, OD means open door. Oh, okay. That's cool. Can we look at the painting? Look. Painting. A masterful oil painting is framed and hung at the end of the upstairs hallway. The plaque reads L. Harris. Look. This is the northern end of the upstairs hallway. The door to the west leads to the master bedroom. The door to the east leads to the room you share with Akimi. An impressive oil painting is mounted here. The upstairs hallway continues to the south. Nice. Okay. Open west door. Oh, wait. Let's test the OD. Hey. Wow, that is a bright room. That is a bright room. That is a bright room. Okay. Does it auto-save? Or do we have to save? I'm curious. I think it auto-saves. Oh, save. No, you can save. Hey. Press enter. Oh, press me. Did that do it? It did. Okay, cool. Cancel. Perfect. So yeah, loving this, guys. This is very cool. I am going to exit so we can have a little look at the next one. And just remind ourselves of what this... Oh, wait. Oh, there's a hidden menu at the top. I didn't even notice. Look at that. So you can go menu from here. You can skip to the inventory. Awesome. You can look in the notebook, which I didn't do. Inventory. Examine. Oh. Oh, wait. Okay. Aren't you a clever girl? What? If I examine the loop, it just says, aren't you a clever girl? That's cheeky? Cheeky? Interesting. Oh, because you're trying to examine it with the loop. So, yeah. I get it. Okay. Right. Let's go to the desktop, guys. This is really intriguing. So this game, of course, is in this sale that we were speaking about. How much is this going for right now? Crimson. It's showing as full price, guys. Maybe it drops in the next day or so, because this should be in the sale as well. Even if it's not in the sale, all proceeds for this go to well, a fair chunk, sorry, of the proceeds go to Games Aid. So that's this one. All these games are part of the Games Aid Steam sale. But that's a little peek at Crimson Diamond from, what's the studio? The studio is, it's a single developer, Julia Minatma, which is awesome. This is really good feedback. I have been loving this. It's really old school. And the whole typing into the box to see what you see is just giving me so many nostalgic vibes. So I'm really, really, really into this. This is really good. The text parser mystery. So that is great. Let's check out something else that's going on in this sale today. Let's have a look. Let's exit this one. Quit. Okay. And let's take a look at Highland Song. Do. Oh. Let me just go here for a second, because we need to make sure that we can hear this game. That'd be very helpful. Where are we? Let's make sure we can hear this. Okay. Does that work? Can we put it in a window, please? I might need to plug my controller in to this so we can get this set up properly. The joys of new games, guys. The joys of new games. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Do-do-do, How is everyone doing this Thursday? That is the question. Plug this in. Oh, come on. We're having some tech issues, guys. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-bum. Okay, let's see. Let's give this one more go, see if we can get this to go. Dun, 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 dun. Right. If the rhythm of the hill is out of step, calibrate from the main menu. Which would be great. You're gonna give me some sound? That'd be nice. Right. I would like to know where my volume's gone. Because I didn't hear anything, guys. It does look lovely. It does look lovely. I'm just trying to make sure we can hear. Because we're having a moment. We are having a moment. Let's try and load it again. Okay. Now, audio would be great, please. I'll add another audio capture and see if we can find it. Dun, 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 dun. Where is it going to be? Let's try this. Could you hear it, Drew? Because I can't hear it now. Okay, let me try something. It might just be me then, because I lost all sound, guys, which is not helpful from a streaming perspective. So thank you for bearing with me, because it all went away. It all went away. Mm. Okay. I can hear it, guys. I can hear it. Amazing. Finally, the rock has come home. The rock has come home. That's what it's all about. The pilgrim's aiding, spirit will be thee on every stream. Headland and ride and lawn, each sea and land, each moor and meadow, each lying down, each rising up. In the trough of the waves, on the crest of the billows, each step of the journey thou goest. Right. What I would really like, before we do anything else, is just check. Can I manage a Scots accent? Possibly not. Possibly not. I might forego that one. I might forego that one. Genuinely. What is the key What is the key command, guys, to make this windowed? It's full screen. I think I got it. If I could shrink you down, that'd be amazing. Well, the music is beautiful. We could just sit here and listen to the music for the entire stream, because that at the moment would be the best thing. It's so lovely. It really is lovely. It is really, 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 really good. It just does not want to play ball with my monitor, though, which is not helpful, guys. At all. let me just change my category. Do 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 dum bum bum da dum da 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 dum da dum da dum. Okay. I'll try my best.
There is a song, Moira, that the sea whispers to the land. A song for pilgrims and for babbies going to sleep. Spirit, be with thee on every stream. In the trough of the waves, on the crest of the billows.
You remember it, don't you, Moira?
Wow.
And when Beltane brings the neap tide home, then you'll be coming back to me.
Man, that is beautiful. And the music is just fabulous. Moira, what you doing up there? See, not good. Just look. I'm thinking about running away. See, I'm. No, it's not on, is it? It's not on. It's not on. Or just run. Just looking out the window. Well then, shot it. Shut it. We're gonna do a Cockney instead. Cockney Scottish. I'll come down then. Wouldn't want you overexerting yourself. Mistress Moira Molly Cockles. I've got water in my legs, you can I do. Them stairs will be the death of me. Only I won't be using the stairs. Where we go, we don't need stairs.
Oh,
Oh well. Can we go down this way? Oh, I see, okay. Let me check something on so that's fine. LTRT for look. Pretty good. Alright. We're going, we're going. Here we go.
I must have climbed the hill behind the house 100 times.
Wow, just look at the view. That's so beautiful. Every minute counts.
I know every stone. But after that hill, there's another. And then another again. And after all that, then that's the sea. And I've never been there.
I sketched the path I need next, in case I can't find it once I'm down in the trees. That's simple. Down the hill. Mark the spot where you think the map is pointing to. Oh, okay. Down the hill. Oh, between the trees? Here.
Woohoo!
Now I know where to go.
Oh, 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 oh,
Okay.
oh, 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 oh.
Can we jump?
Oh.
Jump it? Oh, that's rest.
Come to the lighthouse, Moira. Come as fast as you can.
There you are,
Yes!
Okay, that's the map. We're off. Oh.
Woohoo!
Wow. Guys, this game is actually it's breathtaking. It's so nice. Okay. Sprint! Don't forget the timing. Feel the beat, guys. Feel the beat. It's always locked. Wait, A is this button, right? Oh, there we go. I got it. Oh, but it's locked. It is locked after all of that. She's never seen anyone up here. Heave the door. Or try the front door key in the lock. Let's try the front door key. This isn't even my front door. Tug on the door. Still locked. Yank on the door. Still locked. So locked. Fantastic. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. Okay. Can we go on this thing? Can we go on the antenna? Look at that. That's beautiful. Oh wait, there's something there. Must be for talking to aliens. Let's look at it. Take the panel off, guys. The front door key. It's a big flathead screw. The front door key won't work. Look at it. My mum thinks they built it to spy on us, but I can't think of anyone you'd want to spy on my mum. Climbed a peak, it's like Assassin's Creed.
The hill near your house is called Lan Mull, the Bald Edge. They say this is as far north as the English got before Wallace blunted their blades. Didn't hold them off for long, mind.
Two ways forward, either side of the lock. The Bald Edge. Way down from Land Mall, path around east side of Loch
What?
Giant's Tooth. So we're going to one of these places. Oh wait, let's see, there's one. Oh, one there. Here. This place.
Woohoo!
We're going down the hill, guys. We're going down the hill. Oh, view of Bald Eagle. Oh no, I don't want to do that again. Okay. I reckon we can get down here without dying. Just about, just about. Whoa. Okay, we're good, we made it, Hold down and press jump to drop down. Oh, okay. Look at the water. Oh wait, we can't cross that bit. Okay. Hey Solace, House of Light. I'm coming, Uncle H. Can we get on that bit? Take the lens. Could use this maybe. A glass lens. And what's this? A tent peg. No sign of a tent. Put the lens back? Why would we want to put the lens back? I'm gonna keep the lens. There's a hole here where the signpost used to be. The spur runs between the east and west locks. It floods all the time.
Get in!
And this ruddy lump of rock must be the Giant's Tooth.
Uncle Hamish has lived in the lighthouse forever, and he lives there on his own. I thought all the lighthouses were automatic now, but either they don't know about his one, or else he's never noticed the light comes on by itself.
Fuck, now that's thunder. So don't forget, guys, this game, which is beautiful, by the way, and I know Drew has played it. This game is part of the Steam sale we were talking about, and it's what? How much is there? Let's see how much it is, because I can't remember. Let's check it out. It is Highland Tale. Highland Tale. It was somewhere here, somewhere over the rainbow. Highland Song, sorry. £7.49 down from £14.99 as part of this charity sale that we are celebrating today. It's absolutely beautiful. We're only a tiny bit in, and I can already see why it's Highland Song. I got there, Drew. Thank you. I got there. Eventually. It's really, really nice. I can see why you like it, Drew. I can see why it's won some awards by the look of it, or at least some very high reviews. That's awesome. Do 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 do.
Uncle H lives in a lighthouse, but I'd never been. So I built a model and put a candle in the top some nights. Fancied he could see the light across the hills.
Oh, we can shelter out the storm. Oh wait, did I just choose to sleep outside in the cold? And I've got no food. This was probably a bad idea. This was a really...
All
oh my gosh.
life, Uncle H has written me letters. And I wrote him letters in return.
I think we
Dear
just made
Uncle H.
bad choices. Tell me more about these hills.
There's a peak overlooking the loch called Nicollivan, the Pillars. And it's said it holds up the sky. Not that it's so very high, mind you.
5 days until banter. Okay, we need to move. We can't stay here. There's something here. Swim. Oh, we're not strong enough to swim in the sea, apparently. But what is this thing? Go up. We need to get out of this rain, guys. It's not good for us. It's not good for us. I was making leaf boats out of raspberry leaves the other day. We'll take this. New item! Isn't strong enough. Okay. Cave with like a wow, look at that. Whoa. Shelter in the cave mouth. I've put myself in a really precarious spot here. I think this is where it would be. Uh-oh. I'm gonna get myself killed. Get myself killed. I'm gonna die. Okay, I see. Catch my breath. Catch my breath. Okay, that's all on me. Yeah, there's plenty of daylight now because we just slept for an entire day.
The water keeps smashing away, tearing the hill in two.
Yay, I think we found some food. Did we? Can we eat food? Items. Torch, glass lens, tent peg, a grass-free boat, my front door key. I'd really like some food. That'd be helpful. This way. No. Da-da-dum. Seashell. Seashell. Another peak climbed. So beautiful. started all the way over here on this. Did we? Maybe we didn't actually. I think we started. Where did we? Yeah, I can't even remember where we started, guys, but this is good. The question is, where do we go? Where do we go? Fall, fell, maybe? I suppose that only sounds daft in English. The view. The name Fall Fell suits this place. Alright. Let's go on exploring. Springtime.
Stones top the hilltop like a crown.
We can rest under the stones. Or we've climbed another peak. Are we picking out another destination? Or just going for it? I'm just going for it right now. Badger, welcome in. How's it going, Badger? Good to see you. Happy Thursday. I keep forgetting what day it is. We are just celebrating the Steam sale today for Games Aid. So just looking at a couple of the games that are available that you can get to and give proceeds to charity at the same time. So hence we're just mixing it up with some more feel-good vibes today. Continuing on with our other adventures this week. Barely hear me over the game audio. Thank you for that clarification. I needed that. Let me tweak the game volume down a little bit. And then you can let me know if it's any better in a moment or the game goes too quiet. Okay? So that is... That might be too quiet on the game now, but do let me know. The music is really nice in this. I will keep talking for the moment, in the hope. Obviously this bit of music is maybe not as loud, but the game rain and everything is on. I will have a jelly baby. While I wait for any kind of confirmation. But in fact, I'll jump out of the game for a second. And just update everyone on where we're at. The link is in the description for what we are covering today. Wrong one. So yeah, the link is in the description for the video on YouTube, or it's in the pinned chat on Twitch for everything that's going on today. Game audio down a bit more. Thank you so much. I will sort that in 1 second. So yeah, and as part of it, we are celebrating the stuff that's happening for Games Aid, which is not this, which is this Steam sale. The link is in the YouTube description. There's a Garrett Games Aid charity sale, and people can buy games such as this one, knowing that the money goes to save a good cause. No, it's all good, Badger. I need that information because people don't always say and then just turn off. So I'd really, really appreciate regular people letting me know if the sound is okay. It's very important that you can hear me because I say such amazing things, clearly. Yeah, so we're currently having a little go on Highland Song, which is in this Steam sale. All these games are reduced and all the money goes to organizations such as, well, it goes through Games Aid to charities such as Action for Kids, Autistica, Rays of Sunshine, and Solving Kids Cancer this year. And it's all the developers getting involved and discounting their games and offering some of the proceeds to these different charities. So we looked at a couple of the games that are in this sale today to help promote the event, including Crimson Diamond, and we're now looking at Highland Song, which is quite beautiful so far. So I'm really chuffed with that. Do we get notifications? We've got notifications! Oh, look at little Games Aid. Thank you, Games Aid, for reposting that. That was lovely. Thank you so much. And so we are here. I'm going to dive back into the game. You can let me know. I'm going to tweak the volume down, actually, a teensy bit more when I get back there. And we will find out if it is in any better. 1 second. Okay. I've tweaked that volume down a little bit more, so again, let me know, guys, as we proceed. If this game is still too loud, I'd like to be able to hear me. That'd be amazing, thank you. So yeah, this is a lovely little game so far. It's set in the Scottish Highlands, and there's musical elements to it, because when the music got going, when we were timing the jumps, as she ran up the hillside, the kind of, all of the Celtic music that was coming in was so beautiful. The scenery is fantastic. Let's can't see a bloody thing in all this rain. Which peak is this? This is Uncle H sent me sketches of some of the peaks, but not this one, I think. This could be. This has got all the spikes on it. Could be the Queen's Throne, or Four Fell. This could be the Queen's Throne, maybe. Maybe. How are things with you, Badger, anyway? How are things going? Right, I'm gonna explore.
Whoa.
A battered biscuit tin is what we found. Oh. Okay. Should be able to spot this from the...
Uncle Hamish sends me letters every month or so. When I was little, he'd send me pictures.
You still can't hear what I'm saying. What I'm saying. What I'm saying. Let me check that my mic level's still fine.
Sometimes he'd throw in a shell or a bit of a crab's leg like he was some kind of wizard.
Hang on, have I got multiple things up? 40. Try that. That's super quiet now on my end. So I'm gonna say while we're doing that, in a moment we'll play some lunchtime games because it's around that time. I've just turned the volume on this particular game way down, guys. So I'm just gonna check some of my other volume settings to make sure that I haven't mucked with anything else while I was changing things up. And then it seems better. We shall see. Yeah, thank you. 1 second. Okay, this is the test to see if it's any better. That's interesting. I've had to turn this game way down, so thank you guys for letting me know. And it could potentially still come down more, but it's interesting how some games the volume settings are just way off.
I can't believe I'm doing this. I must be off my trolley. And an Uncle H's say so too. He's got no trolley and all.
We are off our trolley. So, hopefully, we were climbing hillsides. That's what we were doing. Between all of that audio tech issue. Apologies. But hopefully it's a bit better now, everyone. But what I will say is one reason that probably people didn't mind so much or mention it is because the music has been so beautiful. It probably didn't really matter what I was saying because the music in this game has been absolutely exquisite. Like, absolutely exquisite. That sounds like the girl from Trainspotting. It does, doesn't it? It really does. I don't know who does the voices. We can have a look in a bit. But I haven't checked to see if there's anyone. Uh-oh. Ah! Oh. Go down. Anyway, so you can get this beautiful game and play it on PC or Steam Deck or anything else. Shelter in the cave mouse. I think we probably should because it is cold and wet out here in Seafood Delta. I've got a bag of crisps in my bag. Health is full. Hey, we can loiter. We can loiter in the cave mouth now. Loiter like a real urchin. You know, I was watching someone react to Trainspotting the other day, and it's amazing. I haven't watched Trainspotting in years, and it came up on my feed of someone reacting to it that had never seen it before. It's still such a good movie. It holds up so well.
My little brother taught me to climb. Kept getting himself stuck up a tree or on a roof. Not like my mum would get her fat arse up there to get him back.
I should scale the nearest peak and see where I am. Where is the nearest peak? Actually, maybe it's this way. I just want to get to another of those musical sections if we can, because that was... Oh, we got a small tin box because that was so good.
What?
We can skim a stone, guys. Look at that. Only 3 bounces. Is it because I'm tired? The sequel is really good. I was really... There was a part of me, as always, that was wary when they said they were going to do a sequel. But, I really enjoyed the sequel. I've got it on Blu-ray, I think. It's so good. We ran through the water into this cave, I think. I don't even know where I'm going, guys, at this point. I'm just climbing rocks in the water. This is probably not safe. This is not advisable. If that's a boat, it's not okay. Oh, we can cut the rope? Oh, we can do something with the rope? We can't cut rope with a paper boat. We can tug it. Pull it in. Keep hauling, boys, keep hauling. And a treasure chest? I think the saddest thing about the sequel for Trainspotting was that feeling of being older yourself. I think if you're anywhere close to the era, you know, I know you, Badger, are similar, you know, a little bit older than me, so in that age group where we were around when Trainspotting first... That's fine, Badger, thank you. Where first Trainspotting resonated with the era it was in, and then the second one became a thing where it made you feel old, like all the years that have gone away and that you've missed. Right, I've turned the game down a bunch more. So we will see. That's going to be my final attempt. It's practically showing nothing at this point. It might even be off. Okay. All right. In fact, because that's a good place, if I get out of this dialogue. Right, there we go. We're going to go out of this dialogue. We're going to go back to the chatting screen anyway. It is about the time of day anyway. That's fair. That's fair, Badger. I still think potentially just the feeling of getting old anyway, even if not the era that was missed, but the vibes of just, you know, life passing you by and all the could have beens and the what ifs and all that kind of stuff, and missed people and lost faces and all those kind of things, you know, all that sad stuff. Righty-ho. Let's do some things. I want to check on one of which yeah, exactly, Badger. That feeling exactly. Where are we now? We're gonna go here. All right. Els the other day introduced us to Scrandal, and I feel like it is time to visit the daily Scrandal check-in. where checking out Footy Scran and choosing the favourites from the daily poll, which would be the most voted for between the two football scrans. Guys, I think you're going to like this one, Badger. I think anyone crimming in is going to enjoy this as part of our daily ramble today. Because everyone loves football scran. Everyone loves football scran. And I think now is no exception. So it's a good time to dive into. This is Pittsburgh Riverhounds SC 2023. Look at that. Speciality nachos for £9.50. That is a behemoth of a nacho dish. Or you've got the, in Malaga, jamon bocadillo, which looks like, is that some like cheese and meat in a baguette or something? I'm going to vote for this because that looks amazing. That's on the bonus round. But now we get into the daily thing. Lotus Donuts, £6. Or would you go for the slider box? 6 burgers, 4 mozzarella sticks, beer battered onion rings, and tater tots for £20.80. They look like big steps up from the greasy burgers, only choice of the 80s. Yeah, oh, some of the burgers we saw the other day in this were just horrific. Just where someone's taken like a very undercooked plain burger and plonked it in a bun that hasn't been toasted. It was just dry bread. Ugh. Absolutely disgusting. So, yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, the nacho thing is pretty messy, but I still think I'd prefer it over that baguette. The baguette looked okay, but that I'll risk the mess because that looked still pretty amazing. We got Lotus Donuts though for £6. I'm intrigued at what flavor is Lotus Donuts, and the slider box. That's blatantly a share box, right? Sporting Kansas City, only last year. Looking at the budget as well, that's £20.80 for a massive share box of what looks like 6 burgers. It's 6 burgers, 4 mozzarella sticks, beer battered onion rings, tater tots. 6 burgers is worth a fair chunk at a sporting event anyway. Man, I think it looks like, I swear I see some wedges in there as well. I'd probably go for the slider box. I'm gonna go for the slider box because that looks pretty awesome. I'm going slider box all the way. Most people voted the slider box. There we go. This is what I'm talking about. Haiphong FC meat unknown sandwich. Unknown meat sandwich. That looks horrific. Who would want that? And look at the £1/4 cheeseburger on the right. With no cheese? I don't see any cheese on that. It says no sauce in the brackets underneath. £4.20. They paid £4.20 for that burger. That is not a £4.20 burger. £6 for donuts. Badger's still reeling from that. £6 for donuts. I think I've got a little bit of delay on my stream. Apologies. We had some... I think we had a little bit of delay creep in when I was doing some of that stuff earlier. So I might be slightly behind. Do that. But either way, that's amazing. Da-da-da-dun. I would not. That's okay, Badger. But the meat sandwich, 67p, 67p. But it's questionable meat. I can't even tell what meat that is from that camera shot. It just looks like all the leftover bits of meat in a factory floor that have been all mushed together in some kind of processed meat stick and then cut up. It looks horrific. But £4.20 for a cheeseburger with no sauce that doesn't even look like it has cheese on it. I'm going to in terms of value for money, I suppose it has to be the meat sandwich because at least it was only 67p. My gosh. So I'm going to go for the meat sandwich, but I'd probably just eat the bread. Some kind of cardboard. Exactly. Just cardboard in a bun. That's what it is. That's what it is. 24% of people chose the meat the questionable meat sandwich. Okay, we're on to barley ice cream sandwich for 50 pence. That's not bad for 50 pence, because even if you take it out of the slice, it's just in a slice of bread. That's not even a like tofu yet. This ice cream sandwich, they've literally just given you a slice of bread and bunged a piece of ice cream in it, which is amazing, but it's only 50p, which is another bargain. Partly, I suppose, because this is for processed for currency. What's the word I'm looking for? Because that's not English money, right? Because this is based in, that's in barley, but they're giving me the price in British money. So the conversion rate means it's about 50p. So who knows what it would be locally, but 50p, that's a bargain. Hot dog. That hot dog looks wrong in oh so many ways. Oh, so many ways. The old Neapolitan. That's what I mean. Even if you don't eat the bread, at least you can get down with the ice cream. And in Bali, it's probably quite warm, so the hot dog has jaundice. Oh, it really does. It really does. That looks so dodgy. That looks so I think because of that, again, we have to go for the ice cream sandwich. 23% of people on average are picking that over other items. Ooh. Oh, man, these are two things I would I'm very much a loaded fries or loaded chips person. I would always choose one of these, something like one of these two dishes. Chili cheese fries all day long. Barbecue bacon loaded fries all day long. I would take either of those. That's a really tough choice because these both look good. Man. But I think the serving, that's in West Brom. The left-hand side one is in West Brom. Oh, man. I'm a Wolves fan. I can't pick a West Brom dish. I was about to say that the their loaded fries looks actually slightly better in terms of the presentation and the box and the whole thing. But I do love chili. Oh man, but the price as well. Look, $4.95 for the barbecue loaded fries. And it's £6 for the chili cheese fries. So it's just over £1 cheaper in West Brom, and it looks like you get just a very good portion for. Man, no, I'm gonna be respectful, even though it's West Brom. I'm gonna vote for the left-hand side, value for money. You haven't been to a football match since Kevin Keegan was a player. The game's gone, Badger. The game's gone. You've missed nothing. Saying that, our last week or so, we're going to get relegated, but our last week or so has been pretty good, actually. We beat Liverpool and we beat Villa in the space of 5 days or something. So it's been pretty good. And we came back from 2-0 down against Arsenal a few days before that. So it's been pretty good. We're going to go for the barbecue bacon loaded fries, or at least I am, because value for money, it's £1 less, but it looks like I get just as much. And it looks a decent portion. 85% of people have chosen that one over the chili fries. What is that thing on the left? What is that thing on the right? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What the what is this? Look at this. We've got Mahous. We've got what looks like onion on bread with like paprika or something on top of it. That's it. It's 50p. So a bargain. This is in Scotland? This is in Scotland? Why do I sound so... What is that? What is that for 50p in Scotland? What? On the right, Pac-Man following a nuclear accident. That is meant to be a cheeseburger, apparently, without the burger. So it's a cheese bread it's a cheese sandwich. It's essentially a melted cheese sandwich. That is not, but if there's no burger, you can't call it a cheeseburger. It is a cheese sandwich. At minute, like, if you're really stretching it, a cheese toasty, but it's not. It doesn't even look like that. My gosh, that's £5.20. They paid £5.20 for that. £5.20 for the non-burger cheeseburger. No. My gosh. It does look a bit like a toasty too, but it's not even fried onion. It's just like raw, freshly cut onion. I mean, I like onion. I can eat raw onion, but man, I'm gonna go for the left. Just again, value for money, 50p over the £5.20 burgerless burger. And yeah, it's winning. It's winning. It's winning at life. Oh, we saw the left-hand one of these the other day, and this is where it gets interesting in terms of value for money, because the Bratwurst, it said it was in Scotland. It said that left-hand one was in Scotland. That left-hand one is in Switzerland, but the value for money has to be taken into account. You get a can of beer with it. Bratwurst and beer. So the Bratwurst, and this was another very European thing when we've been doing these, is you just get a Bratwurst on a plate with a lump of sauce and a piece of bread. Seems to be a whole thing. They don't put it in a hot dog. They just give you a slice of bread and a dip of sauce. That's it. But it is £11.50. You get the Bratwurst and the beer. Or on the right, £4 for pie, chips, peas, and gravy. You know what? For £4, I know that's 2022. That is not that long ago. But for £4, that is an absolute bargain. Pie, chips, peas, and gravy. And that looks pretty decent. For a football match event, you always pay over the price for food at public events. But for £4, that actually doesn't look too bad. That actually looks pretty filling. So, the Badger had Greek food and a cricket match at Hewitt up there in the north, though. Did you? Nice. I'm guessing you didn't see anything like this. Maybe the pie and chips. I'm going to go for the pie, chips, and gravy. Because, again, I think value for money, that's awesome. Hey, it's a winner. Winner, chicken dinner. So far, we have guessed with the popular choices, with the green dots at the top. We are on a roll. We are agreeing with the masses right now. Cheesy chips, £4. It's not the nice cheese, though. You can tell it's just like the cheap stuff, because it's not like orangey colored cheese. It's that almost white, plasticky cheese. Do you know what I mean? That's £4 for cheesy chips. But that's £8 for sausage and chips. £8. Badger loves a big German sausage, but that's too expensive. We know. We've heard the rumours, Badger. Sausage and chips for £8. Cheesy chips for £4. I'm not sure where to go here. We might get this one wrong in terms of which is most popular. I think, man, it's very plasticky cheese. That's what's getting me on the left-hand one. I figured you meant the previous one, because it was still that was a big Bratwurst thing. This is still overpriced sausage, though. We're still talking about overpriced sausages. It can relate to both, because the £8, that's still quite a lot for this thing. I'm gonna go. I might get it wrong, but I'm gonna go for the cheesy chips. I feel like £4 for. I don't want to pay it. I don't want to pay £8 for a meal. The cheese does look vile. That's the thing that's getting me. At least you get some protein with the other one. With the get a nice big sausage inside you. That's what that's what I always say. Oh my gosh, why did I say that? Man. No, we'll do it. We'll go that. We'll go that. It's looking too plastic on the left, so we'll go for the overpriced sausage and West Ham. Sorry, Bromley. Sorry. Oh, we got it right. We got it right. Steak and ale pie, £4.10 with a drink for £8. Sorry, wait. So steak and ale pie is £4.10. Meat and potato pie with a drink. It doesn't say which drink. I'm going to presume maybe a hot drink, given that it's only £8 for the two. Steak and ale pie on its own, £4.10. It doesn't look that amazing. At least the other one has gravy on top, because they've put it in an actual bowl, and it looks like it's got external gravy, not just the sauce from the pie. As Vic Reeves would say, look at the size of that sausage. Exactly. Look at the size of that sausage. Get it down, yeah. A meat and potato pie with gravy and a drink. It's got to be this, because that actually doesn't look too bad for footy scran. It looks more appealing than the one. I know the one on the left has been mashed up a bit, but it looks dry. It doesn't look very welcoming. The other one is well presented for portable food. You've got your recyclable container. You've got your gravy. You've got everything you need right there. So I'm going to go for the meat and potato pie with a drink. Oh, no. No. Right, okay. Gornal Athletic. Bacon cheeseburger. £6. Stevenage FC. The Borough Burger. The Borough Burger? For £6. They're both £6. So this is a battle of the burgers, literally, for £6. Yeah, I agree, Badger. I think the one on the right looks a bit classier. The one on the left looks a little bit jaundice again, a little bit pale. The bacon looks a bit not great, a bit dirty. Not in a good, like, crispy way, but more oily, like it's been done on a really dirty grill. You know what I mean? Whereas the right-hand one looks like something you'd see in the picture on the menu, but normally you don't get it in your hand. It's different, but that's the same as the picture in the menu. So I'm going to go for the right-hand one. Yeah, 74%. That's a cracking burger. Avro FC 22. You'd probably... Oh, well, yeah, totally. I'm not saying I wouldn't eat the left one. I'm a human being that goes... that loves protein. I'm going to eat the left-hand burger if someone offers it to me. And one of the best burgers I ever had was at a Wendy's in America. It was not healthy, and it probably should have given me a heart attack on the spot. It was absolutely heaving with oil and like gristle and everything else. But my word, the taste was amazing. So yeah, I'm all for a down and dirty burger. The Mackie. So this is England versus Spain. On the left for England, we have the Mackey's Ultimate Burger. That is so not an official Mackey's. I love how they've called it the Mackey's Ultimate Burger, but it's not. For £5. You're not going to get that in your mouth, are you? And in Valencia, of all places, excuse me, we have the Serrano Ham Baguette. Is there no bosom bun on that burger? I think there is. I think it's just hiding under all that lettuce. I'm pretty sure where I'm moving the cursor here, if that's visible. I think there's a hint of bread, but it's not very big. Considering the size of all the stuff in the middle, it feels like the piece of bread underneath is lost under here, so it must be just like flat as a pancake. But I think there is a hint right around here. It's hard to see. Good luck with that. But the ham baguette is £4.20 for a giant ham baguette. Oh, man. I don't know. Because the ham baguette is like, again, it's very dry. I get that's more of a European thing. Molnar, welcome in. You have arrived at the most important topic, sandwiches, doing the footy scran of the day. Checking out the choices here on the footy scran, and the current debate is between the dodgy looking burger on the left and the ham baguette on the right. You know what? I'm leaning towards the burger, the filthy burger. That's what I'm leaning towards, this thing right here. That's what I'm leaning towards, guys. You know what? Mrs. Ziggy's entering the room because I can hear her coming up the stairs, so I can ask Mrs. Ziggy for her vocal input on this. Doing footy scran of the day, Mrs. Ziggy. Which of those two would you go for? The prices are included. £5 for this giant greasy burger and £4.20 for this ham baguette. This is in Spain. This is in England.
I would go for the burger because it looks juicier. That looks really, the baguette thing looks really dry.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's what I was thinking.
And then you got a ton of fillings for your £5, whereas that doesn't look like it's got many fillings for £4.50 or whatever it was.
No. So yeah, Mrs. Ziggy's approval says the greasy, filthy burger. That tells you all you need to know about Mrs. Ziggy, everyone. 87% of the peeps have voted that way.
Woohoo!
Hey.
Enjoy your lunch.
Thank you. Thank you, my darling. You heard it here first, peeps. We got the confirmation from my beloved that the greasy, filthy burger is the way to go. So that was the daily scran, guys. Welcome in, Molnar. Good to see you. Welcome in, everyone who's just joining. Mrs. Ziggy voice reveal. It was indeed. What have we been brought today? And Molnar, what have you been up to? We are also we've been doing all sorts of things today, because while I'm on this screen and while we're talking about stuff, just to remind everyone, because it's all for a good cause, we have been focused on the Games Aid charity sale today, Molnar. So if you play on PC or Steam Deck or anything else, the link is in the video description over on YouTube where you're watching now. You can find the link to the Steam sale, where a bunch of money raised from all these games that have been reduced on Steam go to various good causes. All these good causes: Kids Cancer, Autistica, Raise the Sunshine, Action for Kids, all this kind of stuff. Murder by Decree, was that a game I scrolled past? There's a bunch of games, so that might have been one. Was that something I scrolled past? Was it? Was it a thing? It might have been. It might have been. But I didn't see it. Oh, the movie. Oh, you're guessing at the movie. Sorry, was it because I was hovering on the movie at the... or was it a game I scrolled past on the thing? The Victorian lamppost. Got it. So yeah, thanks, Molnar. There's a bunch of stuff going up there. It's all reduced. And I know Steam does that stuff a lot, but this is specific because a lot of the funds are going to Games Aid for various charities. So you get to buy games and feel good about it, which is a great excuse to buy more games. Who doesn't love a good excuse to buy more games? The Victorian... So we go to Movie of the Day challenge while it's lunchtime. For me, at least, and maybe some of you. I know you're not all in the same time zone, but it's important. Badger was saying Murder by Decree. I also think it could be... Could it be The Exorcist? We'll go Murder by Decree because that was Badger's first one. Murder by... I was thinking of the lamppost outside on there because it's in the artwork for The Exorcist as well. Murder by Decree is not an option, so I might ruin this if I get it right first time. But I'm gonna go Exorcist. It's not The Exorcist. I was wrong. Today's food, by the way, guys, that Mrs. Ziggy has just brought to us here in the room. Since we were doing the football scran, is a homemade wrap with, it looks like, some crispy chicken and some homemade coleslaw and various bits and bobs inside this beloved wrap that we have here. That is today's scran. Exorcist would have been your second shout. Well, as it is, We were both wrong. So let me zoom in a bit, actually. Want to split it? Oh, if only I could. Only I could. I would. I wish I could fly right up to the sky, but I can't. You can. Right, we have a picture of two people walking down a corridor, guys, for the next guest towards the movie. It's not The Exorcist. We have already established that. We have a woman and a man. The man looks well, more mature, should we say, elderly, at least pensioner. Looks like a pensioner or professor, something like that. Slight period drama, because like her outfit particularly reads as like, I'm gonna say like 1940s, 50s style. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Is that, it could be, the guy looks a bit from a distance like Anthony Hopkins, but it's too far away to say for sure. You think it's 40s as well? I think so. Around that era, given by like her shoe wear, the jacket, the glove, she's got the gloves on. You don't tend to get like, the gloves is a very classical thing for that kind of period. Your day gloves. Right. Let's go for, I'm trying to think of like Anthony Hopkins or something to do with a professor or a university, maybe. Something like that. Any idea? Still not even a guess from Molnar. Molnar, what do you like? You've just entered chat and I was relying on you. You turned up and I was like, perfect timing, Molnar. You can do this. You can do this. You've done this before. You've been successful. Actually, you've both been successful in the past. Come on, guys. All right, let's just put in something and get another picture, shall we? So what about... It's not, but let's put Da Vinci Code, because for some reason that's the only thing that just pops into my head. Okay, it's definitely period drama, because we have more people in the lady's outfit, which give me that vibe as well. The whole era, this whole very like 1940s kind of style to it. He looks familiar, but I can't think who this man is. I just realized I need to change my category on Twitch to just chatting, because that is what we're doing. All right. Hold on, there was that film with Harrison Ford, 21 Hanover Street or something. Oh, but yeah, okay, but you don't think it's that now. Yeah, this looks very British. This looks very British, and I don't think it's going to be a Harrison Ford vehicle. Speaking of which, did you see his Harrison Ford's acceptance speech the other day? For he got the SAG Awards, got up and did a speech. It was quite moving, actually. Love Harrison Ford. Something about the butler. The butler. Let's go with that. No, is that a young? Wait. That guy there. That's a young. Why have I forgotten his name? The guy that plays Loki in the Marvel movies. Why? Tom Hiddleston. Is that that looks like young Tom Hiddleston? That looks like young Tom Hiddleston. Come on, guys, we can do this. British movie set in what looks like the 40s kind of era, and young Tom Hiddleston. Pretty sure it looks like him. It looks like him. Young, but I think so. It's the eyes that are doing it for me. Doesn't help that he's doing the thing with his mouth where it's all skewed. What about something to do with the war or the like Morse code or something? Because there's been a few things like that. It doesn't. Imitation Game. I don't think he was in that one, but let's try it. Imitation Game. No, it's The film looks too old. I think that's just the setting and the cinematography, because that's Rachel Weisz. So Rachel Weisz and Tom Hiddleston, they could have done a film together in that same era, because she's a bit older than him. So I think it's just well lit and filmed with that kind of grain to make it look older because of the period it's set in. But they are actors of today, so I think it's just the way it's been done. Rachel Weisz, guys, come on, of Mummy fame. The Mummy, which are they? I think they're doing like a 4th Mummy film now. Constantine. That was the Keanu Reeves one. Tom Hiddleston's definitely not in that. Was Rachel Weisz in that? But still, it's not Constantine. Right. I'm stuck. I am stuck on this, guys. I can't think of movies that Rachel Weisz has been in about the war. It's not The Imitation Game. That's one that came up in my brain. We've got 2 guesses left. Okay. Why can I not think of other war movies she's been in, or like period dramas? I really like Rachel Weisz as well. I really like Rachel Weisz. Oh, I pressed the wrong thing. Right, have a last think, guys, before I make a random guess that will lose us the game. She was in Enemy at the Gate, but this isn't it. No, Enemy at the Gate is a great film, actually. That's an underrated movie. I like Enemy at the Gate. That's a great one. That is a great one. I was just going to stop typing her name then in case something came up. Vice. Oh, no, I don't know what I put in, but it came up. Was that what you were going to say? It is them together. Look, Tom Hiddleston, Rachel Weisz, together in a period drama. Come on, guys, we can do this. What movie is this? This is our last chance. This is our last guess. What movie is this from? I've seen a lot of their films, but I can't think what this is from. Man, this has got barbecue saucing, guys, along with the homemade coleslaw. Mrs. Ziggy has nailed it today. I'm just gonna say that. All right. I don't know. Badger doesn't know, but it looks boring. It looks boring. Well said. Well said. Let's put boring in and see what comes up. Labyrinth, Spring Breakers, The Ring, Dead Ringers, Big. No. No. Let's go with Disturbing Behavior. It was... What was it? The answer was the Deep Blue Sea, guys. The answer was the Deep Blue Sea. Apparently. What? What? What is that? What? Not... That's the very different Deep Blue Sea. That's a very different Deep Blue Sea to the one with the... Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Molnar. With the Samuel L. Jackson movie. Look, the Deep Blue Sea movie. Let's see. Made in 2011. Drama, romance. Rachel Weisz, Tom Hiddleston. This is the one. Based on the 1952 play by Terence Rattigan. A British judge's wife, Hester Collier, leaves her stable but passionless marriage for a volatile affair with Freddie Page, Tom Hiddleston, a former RAF pilot haunted by war trauma. The film unfolds over a single day as Hester attempts suicide with flashbacks revealing the emotional turmoil of her choices. Wow. Wow. And that is very different to the one listed below, which is the other one I was thinking of, along with you, Molnar, and anyone else out there, with Deep Blue Sea, 1999, the Rennie Harlin film, where giant, aggressive sharks try and kill everyone. They are not to be confused with each other. The Deep Blue Sea is very different to Deep Blue Sea. There's a lot of importance in the word the there in these descriptions. The. Do not miss the off it, or you get it wrong. Saffron Burrows. I can't remember what she wears in it, Badger, but they're in like an underwater base. I think it's more like diving suits and stuff, because they're in like a submersive base underwater doing science stuff, and there's giant sharks that start attacking them, but that kind of thing. Survival horror. It's good fun. It's good fun. And LL Cool J, yeah, Samuel L. Jackson, very famous scene with Samuel L. Jackson. It's a decent watch. It's a decent watch. It's not amazing, but it's fun. It's fun. But they are not to be confused. Do not misconstrue these two movies, or you're gonna be in big trouble, guys. Big trouble. Ah, man, what a day! I can't believe I've not heard of that film. Should we do one more? We check out Game Doll while we're here, and I finish off my lunch from Mrs. Ziggy, guys. We've got the cover art for the day. Zoom in again slightly. Oh, we are zoomed in a bit. Let me check how that looks for you. So we got the computer game cover art of the day. I love that that's the bit you remember, Badger. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. I will check for you. Saffron Burrows, Deep Blue Sea. Let's look at images. It's a lot of the main images are on this shot, which looks so CG'd. I know it was a CG movie with all the sharks and everything, but it looks really fake. This was on a lot of the posters. I don't even remember Saffron Burrows. Who was this girl? Who was this girl? What else was she in? I do not remember this lady. Who's Saffron Burrows? English actress. The face looks a bit more familiar now that I see the older version of her. But I don't recall her in Deep Blue Sea, Gangster Number One, Enigma, Troy, Reign Over Me, The Bank Job. Right, okay. You definitely remember Saffron. Well, I didn't, so I wanted to check for myself. So yeah, a lot of the friends she's been in were things I thought were not great. Because Deep Blue Sea was okay, but not great. Bit cheesy and not fantastic. Enigma was not a great film. Troy was not a good film. She has a bunch of not good films. I mean, I can't knock her. I'm not in a Hollywood movie, so, you know, fair play. She's in Boston Legal was pretty good. Law and Order, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Okay. Came to prominence after a Dennis Potter series. Right, okay. So, yeah. Oh, apparently she's bisexual and married to writer Alison Barlian in 2013. The couple separated in 2020. She's got 2 children. Interesting. Excuse me. Interesting. On a different note, guys, game cover of the day. Do you have any guesses for today's movie cover of the day? We have, if we zoom in, we have a very auburn, like orangey colored cover today. We got a guy facing away from us with a collar, maybe holding a gun or something. We have this lady with the hairband. She's got a hairband. You can just see a headband. You can see creeping out under her fringe there. I'm not sure on this one either, though. To be honest, this is a new one on me. Actually, it looks a bit familiar. You're even worse at these. We will get there. I'm gonna go with. It actually looks really familiar. I don't think it's a Metal Gear game, but something about it gives me that kind of vibe. Maybe it's just the headband. Snake wears headbands. That's probably it. Probably it. Right. Let's go Metal Fatigue. No. Oh, now we can see more of this girl. We have the eye. We have the, whatever, like, shoulder piece. It looks like she's got... She looks like a little picture of a guinea pig or something on her. I know it's not. No, it's not. But it looks like a little furry animal on the pattern of that outfit. It's not a Street Fighter game, but I'm going to put Street Fighter to speed us up. Okay, we got another face here. Who is this? Who is this? What game is this? We haven't even got the franchise. Final Fantasy random number. Final Fantasy random number. They should bring one out that is just called Final Fantasy random number. No. But now we can see basically all of this fine young lady leaning towards us. And Dead or Alive. Oh, Dead or Alive's a good shout, though, Molnar. I think that's a good shout. Dead or Alive is a good shout. No. It's not the franchise. We only have 2 guesses left. Is this hiding a 2? Interesting. Because you got these 2 guys. You got this girl. Hello. The Japanese Terminator. It does. I can see a video game. BS, welcome in. It is a video game. That much is apparently true. So I'm told, according to Game Duel. It does look very Capcom-esque. You're right. It really does. Save us, BS. Come on. Bring us a guess at least. Bring us some wisdom. Besides video game. Have a stab in the dark. You can do it. You've got this. We believe in you. We believe in you. Or anyone. Anyone with an answer. It does look like Arnie. That does look like Arnold Schwarzenegger kind of in this very 80s style, very 90s style artwork. Right, we've got 2 guesses left. Capcom. Let's put Capcom in. Capcom Fighting Collection 2. Let's go with that. No. Oh, oh, is it a Soul Calibur game? It's a Soul Calibur game, but which Soul Calibur? There's too many. Oh, yeah. There's a bunch of them. I think it's an early one. Because of the age of the art style, this has got to be an earlier one. I don't see a number here. This might be a number here. It could be a 2. Hiding there. It seems a bit weird to be detached from here, but is it just me or does that look like a 2 shape under this filter on the right-hand side? So I'm erring towards Soul Calibur 2. That's what I'm thinking, guys. Would you? I see what you mean if they matched it to the title. Yeah. Excuse me. I'm choking on spices. Oh! Oh, guys. You almost witnessed me not coming out of this very well. My word. Wow. That was a bad moment. That was a bad moment. All right. I'm gonna... Thanks, BS. Thanks. Call me crazy. I'm gonna risk it, Badger. And everyone. I'm gonna risk the second Soul Calibur. Something about... but then you've made me... I think mentioning the blue is a good concept. You'd think it would match the color to the thing. All right, no, we'll go with the original. 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 Soul Calibur. Oh, it is. You were right. You were right, Badger. Let's... No 2. What were they hiding then? I don't know why they covered this tiny bit till last. And gave us a piece of that. That was weird. Man, Soul Calibur on the Dreamcast. I had this game because I had a Dreamcast, and this was one of the best games that I had on my Dreamcast. 1998. My gosh. Guys, I feel so old. I was 18 when this came out. I was 18, and I had a Dreamcast. And this game was absolutely amazing. You were good for something, Badger. Well done. Well done. Honestly, such a good game. If I bring this down a second, I want to check on something a second here. Because this game was just amazing. The soul will never die. Is it not going to give me sound? Oh. Wow. We're just going to look at the visuals. Because that's amazing. In fact, let's see if... Can I get the sound for this, please? Oh, I see. Wait. Oh, well. Bam, bam. Anyone know anything about the RPG Bandai is announcing today? No. What are they announcing? Oh, you don't. That's the whole point. We don't know. Bandai announcing. Bandai announcement. Let's have a look. Bandai announcement. They're going to announce a new RPG today at 3 p.m. That's 11 p.m. So 3 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. UK time. The reveal was streamed live on YouTube. Was streamed? Wait, what? Was streamed? It hasn't happened yet. Oh, the reveal of the reveal, not the reveal of the... So they did a reveal of the reveal. They did that thing where they did a teaser stream for the stream. They revealed the reveal ahead of time. Looks like the beginning of a Bond movie. It really was, yeah. There's lots of discuss. A serenity will soon be disturbed. Let's see the March reveal thing. Okay, there's the teaser. Oh, need reveal the reveal. Reveal it. Reveal the reveal. Hang on, guys. Let me fix my sound output on this screen. I need change this to Brave. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. Actually, do 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 do. Bring that down because I think that was really loud. Oh, that's short. That's so short after all of that. So short. Oh well. Oh well. All right. Begin the big. Okay. And was there anything else happening today, guys, in the world before we crack on with other stuff? That's the question, of course. Why did I do that? Dun, 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 dun. Okay, let's have a look, shall we? Anything new? What time is it now? 1:04. We may briefly touch base with it in a Mo BS, but obviously we are quite far in now. So yeah, in terms of getting like properly stuck in. But obviously, yeah, we are in the last hour or so of the stream. So it's not going to... If we do, obviously, it's only going to be, like, something brief. So, I hope that's okay. I mean, it's going to be. But I hope you're cool. Because, obviously, there's only so many hours in the day. And there was a lot to do today. By the way, guys, I'm trying to. Who was it? Was it UBS or who was it in stream the other day or the last week or two that recommended Nona to me in my live streams? Was it yourself? I'm trying to remember. I put it on my list because we were discussing music. Remember, doing music reactions and stuff like that. And in my brain, something was telling me it was one of you guys, but I'm having a middle-aged man brain fail moment. So, thanks, BS. Thanks. But yeah, because I did a reaction to Nona's work over on my music channel, and I don't know if you caught it. It was really popular. So there's another one going out tomorrow. Because it went down really well, and I was actually quite flabbergasted in the video with what we saw. So that was pretty good fun. So I was going to say thank you, if that was the case, for whoever dropped that. I'm pretty sure it was one of our regular posse, but I had a brain fail. Badger doesn't know what's going on in the world these days. To be honest, Badger, that's why I have to check the news sometimes, although we're mainly checking the fun tech news and stuff like that, because obviously some of the real world news about all the other stuff going on in the big wide world is very scary and very political to get to on a gaming stream. So it wasn't you. Oh, sorry, BS. I'm trying to remember who it was. Maybe it was Solo Leveling. It's not no. It's not no. It's no. So the first word is no, as in N-O, and the second word is N, as in November Alpha. So it wasn't on the last stream, BS. It was last week or so, but either way, it doesn't matter. It's fine. And that's okay. Even though you missed a stream, BS, I will forgive you. I will forgive you. Nona, I'll show you. These ladies. No. No. That's not what I want. It came up with a moment ago. Come back. Come back. No, nah. Right. Now it'll be. Now, these ladies. These ladies. This is who I was talking about. No, nah. Indonesian girl group. And I did a music reaction for them on my music channel, which went down really well. It was like the most watched video I've had. Like ridiculous, with about 90% of the audience being from Indonesia themselves. So it went down really well. I really enjoyed doing this reaction, by the way. It was really good fun. And it's just been kind of mind-blowing. All of the people that came out of the woodwork commenting on how much they loved Nona and how much they enjoyed the reaction video and all this kind of stuff. And the video is non-stop. I mean, it's like non-stop. Quite amazing. I'm not BS. That's the thing. The whole point of my my music reaction channel is to listen to things I don't normally like or listen to. So, for example, I would listen to I would get recommendations for things that I don't normally enjoy. Humble, thank you for the stretch, Redeem. Because I grew up listening to rock and roll and, you know, Led Zeppelin and the Beatles and all this kind of stuff. And so the whole point of the music channel is to react to stuff that is to listen to stuff that I don't normally ever bother with, to see what else is going on in the world outside of my comfort zone. I may not like it, and that might be some of the fun of the reaction, is to is to just experience things that other people are into. So that's the whole point. So I did. So I have this channel now. If you don't follow it, the link is obviously on all of my about pages. And so I was just talking about Nona because I did a reaction to Work, and that is the most watched one by far, and got lots of support from all the Nona lovers on that side of the world, in like Indonesia and everywhere. And so I'm doing another reaction to one of their other songs that I'm publishing tomorrow, because that one went down really well. So there you go. That's what's happening over there. So that's all linked together. But yeah, these girls kind of blew my mind in a really weird way. I was not expecting to like this song, and it's not a song I would listen to on a regular basis, but I did enjoy it. Thanks, BS. Thank you. Appreciate you. It's been fun listening to stuff that I don't normally listen to, so like K-pop and pop music and stuff. I checked out Olivia Dean's current #1 over here in the UK. Don't listen to any chart stuff normally, but I thought that's the whole point, right? Is to listen to stuff that I don't normally listen to. You recommend to listen to Headquarters. Who are Headquarters? Headquarters. Headquarters. Is it a group? Music. See the message above. Oh wait, you have a controversial one. You're a huge Beatles fan, but think the Monkees Headquarters LP. Oh, sorry, I see what you did there. The Headquarters LP is better than some Beatles. Ooh, I would say that is considered a controversial statement. Indeed, Badger. Indeed. I agree. I mean, I don't necessarily agree with the statement, but I agree that is a controversial statement. I definitely agree with you on that. I confess I haven't listened to much Monkees music in a very long time, outside of some of the hits, like all the I'd say Hey Hey the Monkees is probably the most popular one, right? That's the one everyone knows. I would have to sit down and listen to Headquarters to give it a proper comparison, but I do love the Beatles. So the fact that you think that makes me intrigued, because I do love the Beatles, and I find it hard to believe the Monkees doing something better, but I am not opposed to the idea, considering that I don't remember. I don't know. Interesting. That is interesting. That is very interesting. But yeah, so I'm going to be doing more of those guys because that's been really nice. And find more ways to link the channels together if we can, because that's been really lovely. You used to listen to Led Zeppelin, Stairway to Heaven was your favorite. BS, I agree. That's an absolute astounding song. Now, I am from a place in England called Wolverhampton, which is the kind of, it's part of the cornerstone of rock and roll, because all the big bands come from around here, or the bands that I loved growing up. So, we are the home of like Slade, and Mr. Robert Plant lives near here, of Led Zeppelin, and they were founded in this area. And then you've got the likes of Black Sabbath just down the road in Birmingham. Like, we are in the heart of a very metal and rock and roll part of the Midlands. Like, that's probably another reason why I grew up listening to a lot of the stuff I did, because in this part of the world there is a lot of big bands that formed in this area, and Robert Plant of Led Zeppelin lives less than half an hour from here, and like, this is his home area. And so he is my favorite football team. He's a vice chairman of the favorite football team that I go to watch, Wolverhampton Wanderers, because he loves that club so much. So the team walk out to a special edited version of Kashmir by Led Zeppelin that he re-edited a segment of for them to walk out to, because he loves the team so much, and he's at every game. So you can't get away from it here, because it's kind of everywhere. And yeah, I even met him at an event I went to. I went to see years ago. I remember because you bump into people like him everywhere around here. I bumped into Robert Plant the first time when I was younger. I went to see, of all people, I went to see who did I go see? Why have I forgotten his name? You know the guy that did You Can't Stand That Style of Singing, Badger. Oh, I love it. Yeah, I've met him more than once, BS, because you know who's the guy that did You're beautiful, you're beautiful, you're beautiful, it's true. I saw an angel and I saw your face, or whatever it is, that guy. My brain has just gone completely blind on who that guy is. I went to see him when he wasn't James Blunt. Yes, Humble, thank you. Thank you, Molnar. I went to see James Blunt before he was famous, so this was just before the first album was coming out. And so he was not performing big areas. It was like, it was in a bar in Wolverhampton at the back of the Civic Hall, which is like, there's a big concert hall in Wolverhampton. It's now called The Halls, but the old version had a bar area at the back where smaller artists would play, literally just to a couple of hundred people in a bar room. And I went to see James Blunt there before he was big. And he had, like, to the point he had his little sister on backing vocals, and he was not even the main. Actually, no, I went to see, that's it, he was the support artist. I went to see Karina Round, and James Blunt was the support of Karina Round in a bar room concert. So he wasn't even the main act. He was touring as a support before his first album ever came out. And I went to see Karina Round because she is a local performer. Really good. And I'm standing there in this small room with probably only like 150 people in, whatever. And I turn to my right, and Robert Plant is standing next to me in the crowd with his son Logan. And they are there to watch Karina Round as well, because he loves still going to listen to local artists and rock music and stuff, or all sorts of music in his local area, because he likes checking out local artists still. And so, because Karina Round is from my hometown as well, so he'd gone to see Karina Round as a local singer, and so I was just got to chat to him because he was standing right next to me in the room, having his pint, waiting to see her, which was kind of crazy. And that's what happens around here. You just bump into to him or whoever around in these parts, because that's the area of the world I live in. Have I been to Jimmy Page's Occult Bookshop? I have not. Despite all the things I just said, I have not done that, Humble. Wish I could tell you that, but I haven't. But last time I went to Birmingham, obviously Birmingham's now been completely kind of overhauled with a lot of the Black Sabbath stuff, particularly since the passing of Ozzy Osbourne. There's a load of Black Sabbath artwork all over some of the bridges around there in that area, and the museum in Birmingham, the main museum in the center, now has a whole section on, like, well, I don't know how long it will be on for, but it's on for a while because it still draws in loads of people. There's one section of the museum they've done aside for, like, all the Black Sabbath history and Ozzy Osbourne and everything, because it pulls in so many people still into that area of the world. Badger once saw Brian Cant at Blackpool Leisure Beach. Very nice. Very nice. I was on a cruise once with Mrs. Ziggy before we were married years ago. We were on a cruise we'd won a mini cruise somehow to Spain or somewhere, and on the mini cruise, we realized quite quickly, like, we were in the restaurant on, like, the first night or whatever, that one of the tables very close to us, like 2 tables away, had Cliff Richard on it, and he was on this mini cruise. Now, some of you might not know who Cliff Richard is. I don't know if you know who that is, but in England, I mean, he's not as famous now because he's very old and doesn't, like, his era's gone. But he was a singer that was quite popular with a certain generation, particularly in this country. And he was on this cruise just a couple of tables away. So we were constantly walking into Cliff Richard on this cruise with his... He was on this cruise with his male friend, who was having dinner with him every night. That's all I can say about that. But just funny when he did cover many eras. That's true. That's true. I mean, I grew up listening, still hearing him around, and you wouldn't have said he was my era. He's from before that, but he still managed to keep his era going for quite a long time. Quite a long time. Those were the days, my friend. Those were the days. Mm-hmm. Alrighty, team. What were we discussing before I went off on a rant about all of that? I have no idea. We were gonna look at news, and then we started going off on one about Led Zeppelin and music and meeting celebrities and everything else, which is awesome. How are you doing, Humble? What have you been up to recently, by the way? Thank you for that stretch redeem earlier. I did stretch, kind of, when I was talking. Blah, blah, blah. And for anyone entering the room late, because we're later in the stream now, while I'm chit-chatting, and we'll probably do another topic of conversation in a second, just to remind everyone why we're here again. If you came in late, if you're on YouTube, there is a link in the description that takes you to a Steam sale where there's a load of games on sale, and the money goes to Games Aid, which is a charity that's raising money for... They divert money to various charities, including like Kids for Cancer and all sorts of stuff. So if you do buy any games on Steam, you can save some money and feel good about it, knowing that your money's going to a good cause. The info for that is either pinned on Twitch if you're in Twitch chat, or it is in the description of the video on YouTube, so you can check out either one and get the updates there. Thank you for your time. You've met John Pertwee, Peter Davison, Colin Baker, Sylvester McCoy, and Paul McGann, though. That's very nice. That is very nice. We're gonna... feel like we're moving into that thing where people start talking about all the people they've met, and it becomes almost like a face-off. Well, I've met so-and-so. I have met a few people in my time. Because before I did, one of the reasons that I don't mind talking to you all is I used to do a lot of, I went to drama school, I did a lot of acting and music and stuff like that, as you may be established from the singing and everything else that we do here. I worked on a TV show years ago. It was only a minor part, so don't even bother searching for me, but I worked on a TV show, and it was a TV show that had Patrick Stewart as one of the main characters. And it was an ITV drama, if I remember rightly. And the TV show that happened, there was like a virus. There's this what's the word I'm looking for? Archaeologists digging up an area looking for stuff, and they come across like an old body or something, and it unleashes like this bacteria, this potential virus and hazard, like possible plague, all this kind of stuff. And I was one of the archaeologists in the scene, and Patrick Stewart was like the official that comes in from the government to like shut the area down with all the people, and then start interviewing people and quarantining everything and take over the day and all that kind of stuff. And so I got to shout at Patrick Stewart in that scene, which is quite nice, as he had us all like penned into this little quarantine area, and he was one side of the fence and I was the other side of the fence, and I got to shout at him. That's my claim to fame. I got to shout in Patrick Stewart's face. That's one of the most fun days ever. But I remember turning up on set and being I had the realization that what you expect of him turned, like, my vision of him was maintained and not ruined or distorted. You know, sometimes you meet people and they're not like you hope they would be, whether it's visually, like height, or whether it's the way they act or whatever else. First time I saw him, he was sat in his chair, like waiting, you know, just reading his newspaper, waiting for his moment or whatever, waiting to do stuff. And he sat in his chair and he's got his legs crossed and he's sat back and he's just holding the Guardian and he's reading the Guardian newspaper, sat in his chair reading quietly. And I was like, bless you, sir. That is nothing more than nothing less than I would expect from you. Did you immediately apologize after you cut? No, I didn't apologize because it's all part of the. He knows it. He's a thespian. He knows it's all part of the things. No apology needed. You're in the moment. You know, you're in the moment. Yeah, it can be weird when you meet new people. And I met Ian McKellen. Actually, that's weird because I've met two of the oldest thespians, like most famous thespians in our country, because I met Ian McKellen. That was when I was at drama school, because we went to when I was at drama school, they took us the one time to the Royal National Theatre for a trip to go and see. It wasn't even the main show, it was the understudy rehearsal of the main show that we went to see. Because we were the drama school, they let us in to watch the understudies do the rehearsal, so we got like a private show essentially of a full performance, but we got to like speak to some of the people and learn about things that were going on. But the understudy, one of the main actors in the show, the main cast, was Peter McKellen. So he wasn't in that understudy performance, but he had come to watch the understudies do their rehearsal performance to give support to them and, you know, like contribute things and stuff like that. And I was like, that's so cool, because he doesn't have to do that. I'm sure he was probably told he could just have the day off and like whatever. He's Ian McKellen. He doesn't have to go to the understudy rehearsal. He goes to his rehearsals and he does his shows. He doesn't have to go to that, but he chose to go to the understudy rehearsal to hang out and contribute and give moral support and all that kind of stuff. And then because we were there with the drama school, we got to like chat to him a bit, because our principal of the drama school knew him from something they'd done before. So we got to chat to him a little bit after the show was over, which was really nice, because it wasn't open to the public. It was just open for like the cast and the rehearsals. So that was pretty sweet. You briefly met Ian at a stage door. Patrick didn't come out that night. Do I do much acting work now? I don't currently, because just life has torn me away for various reasons. I'm not going to get into my whole life story, but various things at the moment have pulled me away from that. Some of them, family and stuff like that at the moment. Maybe one day I'd like to do more of that, because, you know, the great thing about anything in acting and music is there's some things you can grow out of physically, but like sports, for example, but acting is something that you can't, like they always want old people just as much as young people. Like there's all generations, isn't there? So I would like to do some more at some point, but at the moment it's just not something that is a top-notch priority for me. Do I prefer stage or screen work? It's really, I would say, how do I put this? In terms of pay and you know, in some ways pay and the ease, like it's less stressful to do TV work and stuff, because the pay is pretty good, and like if it's on location or something, you get like the catering vans and everything, you get the food all provided, like everything about TV stuff is really, really, there's so much movie and film and TV now. So you go and get, like, they'll have all the units there and you get everything provided for you, and it's just like, you get to travel to different places and do different things, and you're well looked after. Even for minor stuff, you get pretty well paid. And it's just a good experience. I like, and there's not much pressure because there's no public, so, and you can do things again and again. TV's great because you can, obviously you're on a budget and you don't want to be doing things all day, but if you get something wrong once, you can do it again. But despite that, theatre is amazing because there's nothing that beats a live audience, and knowing that you have to get everything right. You know, you've got to memorize everything and get it all right first time. And I think that's why you see a lot of really famous actors still go and do a lot of theatre, even in their older age. The likes of the people we've been talking about, like Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart, and people still do a lot of theatre work around their they do those huge Hollywood movies, and then they'll still go off and do theatre work because there isn't another feeling like it. Whether it's hundreds of people or thousands of people, whatever, however many people are in a room, when there is nothing between you and them, and you are live in the moment, giving it everything, and you have to just nail it all. The adrenaline that pumps through you is irreplaceable. It's really hard to explain, but you can. It feels. Yeah, some of the moments that you go through just feel it's so exhilarating, and there's nothing like when it goes wrong, and then you have to improvise. I love improvisation, and nothing like when someone makes a mistake, or says a line wrong, or does something else that you weren't expecting, or something happens, or something breaks, a prop breaks, or whatever it is. On a film set, you just stop and you fix it and you go again. You can't do that on stage. You have to just figure out how to carry on. So whether that's, yeah, whatever the line is you have to come up with, or like change the scene on the spot to make it work. And if something happens and someone starts to do that, to change it, to fix it, everyone else has to adapt to go with it on the fly. And sometimes you don't even know that that's happened, as in the audience can't. If you do it well, the audience might never know it happened, and that is one of the best feelings ever. And that's kind of like musicianship when you're in a band on stage and stuff. It's the same. If you make a mistake, people don't always notice if you get it right and tweak it and just go with the punches. If you stop and fluff it, that's your problem. Gosh, I feel like I'm meandering, guys, but then we are kind of chatting about stuff. Yeah, good times. Mm-hmm. So, was there anything else to cover today, guys? Thanks, Badger. Thank you. My it's funny that you don't like that kind of, you know, you're not as keen on that kind of voice, Badger, with the Led Zeppelin style vocals. My old band, there's not much now. There's not much on the internet of my old band or any of my old bands because of the era, for one thing, that I was doing a lot of it in. It's not SoundCloud, it's SoundCloud. But you can check me out, or at least one of my singing voice, on an old track somewhere here. Pretty sure, yeah. I won't play it now because I'm live on YouTube, and even though it's my own stuff, I need to make sure I've set up the copyright actually. Yeah, this old EP, this is me. The difference between media, yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. That little hairy, long-haired, hairy person there in that picture, that's me. That's me, that rock and roller right there. That's probably the first song on that EP is probably actually still that I really enjoyed that. Come Back is a really good song. I really enjoyed that song. So yeah, Charlie Can't Surf is still on SoundCloud. You can go and check out that song and hear that beautiful dulcet tone of mine. Mean and moody, exactly, mean and moody. Those were the days, my friend. Those were the days, as they say. You can check out all of that goodness and hear those dulcet tones of mine. It was quite something. Thanks, BS. I also did at that time. I also did a lot of, as well as just like minor parts, also a lot of extra work, because extra work is really is also really easy to just pick up at short notice and get decent money for a day. Do you remember Badger? Probably know the name if I say it. There was a TV program called the Ellen Pasco. Did a load of extra work on that TV show. Because that was filmed in my region, and it was quite easy to get a lot of stuff in the background on that. I had a scene at the start of an episode of DL and Pasco, actually, where I was actually front and center, because there was a scene where there's this girl walking through the high street, and the whole point of this scene is like it's a night out in the city, and this girl's on like night out on the town kind of thing. And later in the scene, because the camera's kind of following her through the town, she's going to get abducted, and something's gonna happen to her. It's all like, because it's a police drama, right? So it's following this lady before some stuff happens. But she's in the center of this bit was filmed in Birmingham, and so it's like and it was meant to be raining, and it wasn't raining, so they even put like a sprinkler on us, because they had like a hose pipe thing spraying water up to make like a fountain effect. So we had like fake rain. We had all the fake rain set up in this one section of the high street in part of Birmingham, and they closed an area off for us. And I was playing just some drunken guy in the street, getting into it with the police on a night out, or like on a bender that had gone a bit wrong. So the girl's walking like through us as I'm arguing with the coppers and getting arrested and fighting. I was fighting some other guy, and then the coppers come and break us up. It was something like that. I'm pretty sure I was fighting one other guy, and then the cops come and break us up, and the girl's kind of walking through the midst of that. And so that was one of the scenes I had at the opening of that TV drama. That was really fun. I think it was the 11th hour, Badger. I think it might have been the 11th hour, yeah. So yeah, those were good days. Missed some of those days, actually. It was really good stuff. But it was funny, because people come and gather and watch you, even if they don't know what you're doing, and they don't know what you're part of. So passers-by would just be watching us, like wrestling with these fake police in the street, in the fake rain that was coming down over the top of us. 20 years ago, my friend, 20 years ago. Shall I check it here so that everyone sees the thing? The 11th hour. 11th hour? Stuart. Yeah, TV series 11th hour. That was it. Well, I'm not in the whole thing. I was only really in episode 1, I think, because that's when the excavation scene, that's when like they uncover the virus, and I'm one of the archaeology crew. So when was this? Release 2006. 2006, gosh, yeah, 20 years ago. Wow, guys, that was the TV show. That's TV miniseries that I was telling you about, that I did with Patrick. And then I did stuff in DL and Pasco with the fight scene and everything. Did a bunch of scenes in Doctors, which was like a daytime TV drama over here. So that was really fun as well. Did a lot, because that was all filmed in this kind of region as well. So because I moved away from, I studied down south when I went to drama school. I moved back up to the Midlands for family reasons, and so I did a lot of stuff around the Midlands at that point, as opposed to I considered moving to London, try and get more, but you do what you need to do, and I needed to stay around here at the time, so that was the choice I made. Because sometimes you have to make big choices, and roll with the punches, right, guys? Just like you can make big choices on the Games Aid Steam sale, guys. See what I did there? Look at that. My marketing training just came full circle. Because there. Huzzah. Yeah, we did. It was fun. It was fun. And similarly with the bands over the years, you know, the Charlie Can't Surf band that I had where I showed you on SoundCloud, you know, we had some good, we were the first band to play the new version of the Barfly in Birmingham. We supported Skindred. We did Kerrang Radio and a bunch of other stuff like that. So we had some good times. And again, just little things that tip the balance sometimes into where you end up and what happens. But all great experiences that I wouldn't change. Well, maybe a few changes to be ever so more successful. You were in bands for years, but only ever did one gig. Really? The gigging, we gigged a lot, and say we played a lot of different venues. Like we did all over the Midlands, and we did a lot of stuff and radio and BBC Radio and Radio Kerrang and all these different things, but just never quite made that leap. And there's so many. The crazy thing is as well, guys, what I will say is from doing so many gigs over the years with different bands from all over, there are so many good bands out there. And that's kind of where I'm going in a way, Badger, that there are so many good bands out there that are way better than some of the stuff you will ever hear in the charts. And it makes me sad to know that some of those bands that I met and played with over the years will never made it. Because I heard some absolutely astounding acts traveling around playing gigs. People that never made it. And I listened to stuff in the charts or whatever over the years on the radio, and I'm like, this sucks compared to stuff that I've just heard out there on the scene. But because it's not something commercial that someone hasn't had shoved down their throat, or isn't a cover band when they're out for a night out because they just want to dance to something they know, there's so much stuff out there that will just never get discovered and gets lost, and yet is absolutely beautiful art, beautiful music, and makes me sad. People are even way better than me, and I'm still sad that they didn't make it. So it's very frustrating. It is frustrating when you're doing all that stuff. Anyway, guys, that was not to end on a downer, but that was an interesting one for sure. Badger says record companies couldn't care less about the Beatles writing their own tunes at the beginning. Exactly. Everyone wants someone that sounded like the person before, or reminds them of someone they did before. They just want things that will sell. So it's very frustrating for a lot of artists out there because there's so many good things. Ironically, it's slightly different nowadays because obviously there's other ways that people can get their stuff out there now. It was much harder in a way. I mean, it's still an absolute minefield because there's so many people in the world, but at least now, even if a record company isn't going to sign you, you have ways to just get your music out there, whether it's on YouTube or TikTok or social media. Well, like, there's other ways for you to try and find your audience. And you've only got to look at Ren, who I absolutely love, who isn't signed to a label, has had labels approach him, and he turns them all down because he knows they won't let him do the music he wants to do. And his videos get millions and millions of views, but he doesn't have a label. It's all self-done, and he pays for his own videos and does all of that himself. That is mind-blowing. That's awesome. And we're moving into that age where people can step away from record companies and be able to become almost self-sufficient because they have ways for other people to support them now, whether it's YouTube subscribers or Patreon or, you know, TikTok gifts or whatever it is people are doing to try and get subscriptions and support. They don't necessarily have to rely on it. They can find their audience in another way. We've moved forward in a different way, and there's so many more avenues, but at the same time you're almost then drowning in a different kind of ocean because there's so much for people to scroll through. It's a whole different set of rules. So Simon Cowell's world would have no new music produced at all. The flaming... Yeah. Indeed, indeed. All right, everyone. I am going to stop that rant, and I'm going to finish up for the day. We've had a bit of a ramble day. We played some of the games from the Steam sale. That link, of course, stays here and will be on the VOD of this on YouTube. And I'll probably put some more posts out later. And we'll remind everyone tomorrow about the Steam sale going on, because it is on until the 8th of March, guys. You can support Games Aid by picking up some deals in the Steam sale and know that your money goes to a good cause. So thank you for the banter today, for hanging out with me, for playing the games and chilling and all that kind of stuff. I am going to head off into the wide world. It is parents' evening today for the children at school. I get to do the dad mode thing and go and listen to teachers talk about my children and how either horrible or amazing they are. Whoop whoop. Yeah. So, more chill than Millennia, much more chill than Millennia. We have all of that joy to come, I'm sure. But alright guys, thanks so much for today. I will see you soon. Spread the word about the Steam sale, and we will see you tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow. I'm back tomorrow. We'll play more games and do more things. Have fun. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye.